Oh, yeah, I'm here. I've been here.
Oh, you're here. Oh, great. Okay. Well, welcome to
Sorry, I
Dragon
think I was
Slayers.
muted.
No worries. Session 21. And we're here to deal with these creatures. The Mukluk. That's what they're being referred to by multiple others that have given you information. They are currently on the backs, some of them, of these large giant toads. And you all are being dragged by surfboards or paddle boards, I should say, tethered to loose rope as they're dragging them on harnesses, pulling you through the water of this completely submerged area with depths of water that ranges all the way down to 9 feet. Scattered around are several large barges positioned, kind of nestled with tall grass growing through, showing how long some of the reeds and grasses can grow up through the water. You see many of them have spears or tridents, fishing nets as well. They're kind of catching things. You notice the water here is clear. It's not like what you had used to some of the streams, and especially near the towers and the actual Farron River. It's its own little ecosystem of sorts here. Now you all have eyes upon you, especially from those that are bobbing their heads up and looking at you from several of these small looking wooden and straw covered and mud covered and dried reed covered huts that sit on little mounds of mud. There's no doors upon them, no windows. And you see they're just kind of like coming on the outside of them, poking their heads up and looking at you with beady eyes, rotating, and then dipping down into the water. As you are making your way and hearing the amount of frogs and croaks and other things, it's becoming apparent that there is a lot of bullywugs. And when I mean a lot of bullywugs, I mean that there are easily upwards of 200 bullywugs just on this map. Now, how many of them are actual fighters and soldiers? It's to be seen. Most of those are above water, currently riding toads, or they're hidden within the long grasses, moving in shadows. Sentries, patrols, right? That's what they're for. Now, you have got information that it was told that no one really, that undead don't bother the Mucklucks. They don't come here. Well, why don't they come here? Because it's literally a giant lake. And it's really hard to catch them or even to kill them, as they swim quite fast when they need to, and they are a little bit sophisticated in some of their ways of harnessing giant toads as vehicles and mounts. And maybe they just don't want to deal with them and turn them. Who knows? Um, so previously in our last session, to go through that recap, we had a fight as we left the actual Talus Grove. We came into the Altar Flowers. The fight kind of somewhat ended in an odd way with Grugash actually landing, as well as this thing called Sylvan on top of the bat, and it landed down. The bat is now known as Nightwing, and was very inquisitive. Grugash wanted to make a deal. Seems that there was a disconnect information between Sylvan and Nightwing. Regardless, the task, whatever it was, had been done, which seems to kind of sever the connection to Talus Grove and that construct that was there by destroying that altar that was in position at that space. Now, what was important about that was the Great Axe seemed to have some sort of abilities of corruption. There was also a mastery of natural magic from this creature known as Sylvan. Grugash, through the kind of inquisitive in the deals and going through multiple conversations, multiple deals, multiple arrangements, and never once continued to fight you. Just stayed, chuckled, laughed, was almost charismatic, this dragon, and was more interested in forming allies out of enemies than continuing to serve two masters. A deal was arranged finally when it was finally concluded, and that was given off by Kyler, which was, hey, we'll go off, we'll find this last piece. We know that there is potentially another one, given that the previous experience with Kyler and the stone, we'll go find it. And when we find it, we will give that to you. And from there, you will be shrouded in this kind of protective against divination, clairvoyance magic, which was referenced by Grugash, kind of signifying why it's difficult to perceive your motions and where you are, and that this figure doesn't just appear right, and fight you. Seems as though there's some sort of protection that these stones are giving off, even in what pieces that you do have. Now, Gresh went for the steal and also kind of said, hey, well, I'll subside the horde, right? I won't attack. I'll keep them back, right? There was a couple other little bit of tag-alongs to this, but overall, it was that you were to bring this stone. And so doing, became allies against a common enemy. That's the recap. Try to make it short as possible. Right now, you're currently being towed, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and cue some music up. Is there any questions at all?
No.
It's a nice pun. Toad by toads.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, that frog one is going to get a little annoying. So we'll do the swamp one. Okay. So this is what you're hearing. Hearing noises, water kind of moving around. A little bit is kind of moving back and forth. Probably make a little bit of a maybe a still water sound here. Just some ambiance. But a lot of them aren't making too much noises besides the occasional croak and the movement of water poking their heads out. Those that would be kind of having conversation are those on the actual barges, right? They're actually talking amongst themselves, and they appear to be croaking in this like frog language speaking. You see as those on the actual backs of these frogs, they're taking you to this central structure. They're beginning to tow you. Just going to go ahead and move your tokens while you're being towed through. Warp speed. And as soon as they get to this point, they begin to kind of pull upon the ropes and pulling you onto the actual mud here, one by one. So kind of moving the ropes, getting you kind of thrown upon the actual edge of this almost island of mud. And after they do that, they all begin to move back into the actual water, going away. I'll delete them all. No words are spoken to you. No one croaks back. No one says anything. Just pull you. After it's done, they go back into the water, disappearing. Hear noises coming from inside the structure. Sounds is almost like you're cheering, a little bit of celebration. There's sounds to be almost like bone that's being clacked against wood. Maybe perhaps drinking from like a horn of sorts, and they're just having a kind of conversations of large amounts of croaking.
Well, let's not be rude guests.
Hey, you speak frog, you take the lead.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh my god, look at that token.
As you come in, you see that this central dwelling sits on about 2 feet above the actual water level. So as you come in, your feet are in water, so you're splashing in water, but it's a mixture of mud, right? So you're almost like you're sinking down a little bit into it, and then it slowly stops, and then it pools, right? Inside, there's wooden logs, and they support a 10-foot ceiling height. Braided vine rope suspends about, giving anchoring points to the hide and mushroom-covered roof. Hooks dangle from them, supporting a great many fish. Around the wooden logs are rounded, planked tables. Bullywugs sit in chairs, drinking around them. 2 large wooden tubs filled with clean and immaculate water sit on either side of a plush white silk and cotton chair with golden leafed accents. Underneath the chair are piles of gold and treasure. Female bullywugs, completely naked, play and croak in the bathtubs next to this figure. This figure, 2.5 foot taller than any bullywug you've seen since your journey here, sits on this plush chair and riches. He wears a piece of lizard hide armor over his obscenely large belly and frame. His large eyes are slightly beady when the lids are half closed. He has many trinkets of bones dangling about a vine belt. He holds a crooked and ashen lizard hide coated spear staff Upon his head is a crown of silver spoons and golden forks. Around his neck is a wooden amulet with an odd black gemstone etched into it. As you walk in, the crowd slowly stops from croaking and they become silent. This large and obscene figure sitting upon the chair opens one eyelid, then the other one. Doesn't say anything. Takes a hand out, slowly moving in ways it jiggles. Motions to one of the tables nearby. See this one step forward and turn and bend down within the mud. He lets out a large croak. That bullywug now skitters across the water, looks towards you all. There's a spear upon the back and it takes it out, begins to poke at your weapons, points them to the ground.
Okay, sure. I know I'm not scared of these things. Sure. Actually, can I hand it to him? Like just like reach over and hand it to him.
He
I
looks
want to see him
back.
carry a great axe.
He looks back at the obscenely large frog. Grabs the weapon from you. See more getting from the tables, helping as they shuffle the weapon to every so often as the weapon begins to get passed by. It seems as though it's kind of shovelboarded in a way as it's handed through the ranks of all these bullywugs onto the treasure pile.
Okay.
I personally don't use weapons, even though I have them, and I keep them in the bag of holding, so.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Michael. I gave him the Bane of Berrythune, like we talked about before we ended last session.
Who did you give it to?
Me. Am I sure?
Yeah, I already traded it because
Okay.
I found out that was a feature. Awesome.
Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, it is. You can trade things for your character sheets, just FYI.
Yep. Had a feeling I was like, I should maybe not carry this right now. Who else has a weapon? Is it just me?
I think so.
I think Marina might have one.
Oh yeah.
Shuffles over to you, Marina. He gets to poke you with the spear.
Uh-oh.
Hurts a little bit.
Slightly irritating.
No, her
Slightly
mic isn't
irritating.
making sound.
Are you here with us, Devin?
In the chat, Devin says
Oh.
that their mic isn't making sound.
We got chat. Okay. I guess making sound.
Yeah.
1 sec. Okay. My Discord is muted for the stream thing, so sometimes I
I
don't
didn't
see
even
it.
get the notification.
Can you hear me now?
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I don't know why I wasn't muted, but okay, that was weird. Anyways, yeah, Marina, she's gonna look at Ferox and say, Are they intending to keep our weapons?
I will translate for them. Right, no, this is probably your private areas, right? I'm assuming we get these weapons back.
Brooks back at you. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, as long as we get him back, and she'll hand it over.
Hands it over, shuffles it over into the treasure pile. Looks towards you, Ferox.
Sure. I'll drop the sickle on there.
Grabs it, shuffles back, puts on the treasure. See, runs back, kneels down. After them all become shoveled over. Looks up. Raises both arms as they jiggle high into the air. Sort of grotesque noise. Comes back. Kneels down a little bit. Grabs his hands outwards, ushering you all to follow.
Cool.
Begins to take the spear and poke into the water directly in front of the treasure pile. shift a little bit, the wood creaking under its large, grotesque weight. Begins to
Look
speak
at
common.
Ferox.
You have come here.
You can speak common.
Yes, I can.
Maybe not the best common, but
I am King Muck, the great, the wise, the best, the most fantastic, the cunning,
I'm gonna watch
and
this
the
guy.
extraordinary.
is that all?
You insult me? See how the
No,
tables
no,
turn as they look.
just surprised that you don't have even more wonderful titles for such a great king such as yourself.
Listen, Your Majesty, pardon any bad feelings. Me and my friends here, well, we're known as the Dragon Slayers. I'm Ferox, this is Aika, Tyler, Maestro, and Marina. And Tenzen's out there, don't mind him. We're just passing by, hoping to do a little trade.
You breathe. Looks towards you, Ferox, and grabs a large hand club and begins to kind of motion for you to come close to it.
Okay?
Unhinges his mouth and his large tongue unfurls itself.
Oh,
Smacks into your face and just gets a little lick all the way up. Brings it back in. Begins smacking the lips.
That's your
What?
way of greeting?
My way of knowing you are not. Those that lie in ground and rise to walk again.
Please tell me you're not going to do that to all of us.
This one puts towards Marina. One more word. Stares with its beady eyes towards you, very threateningly.
She has to physically bite down on her lip to keep from sassing off again.
Trade! What have you come to trade?
Oh. Well, you know, we haven't really met any of your kind before, so imagine our surprise when we were just traveling through the area, taking out those who would rise from beneath the ground. When we found you,
You have come to Great Mukluk. I have united the great many Mollywog tribes. It is customary for a token before we trade.
a token.
Yes.
Could I insight check this to see if he's just trying to get more out of us or if he's being honest?
Roll insight. Appears to be truthful. Seems to be a little bit greedy in the approach, but this is how they start their trading agreements.
Okay. Do you accept only shiny materials, or would you accept perhaps something exotic as far as food and drink are concerned?
What have you had to offer?
I'll pull out the flask of Silborg.
Son of a bitch! That's what I was gonna do.
What is that?
Yes, here. This is some of the rarest drink you can get in all the land. Probably something you've never had in your entire life. Something you might never have again.
Bring it here.
I'll pour it out into like a smaller cup. Give him like a shot.
Smells it. Looks towards the bathtub to his right. Offers it.
Oh, God.
See one of them swim up, grab it, take a sip. You see, after it's drunk, this bullywug falls down, paralyzed, into the water with a large splash. Takes the cup, looks at it, throws it into the water.
Whoa, no. He'll be alright. It
Yeah,
only happened like that because it's just such a strong drink.
Other bullywugs pull up. Arrest them! Tie them up!
Hold on, okay. Okay, don't like the drink.
Not our fault he can't hold his liquor.
They begin to move up to you, many of the bullywugs within the space. What do you do?
I'll pull out a sapphire instead.
Puts out the hands. Reaches the hand out for it.
Pause this will suffice as a token.
Puts it within the pile. Goes to the crown. Grabs one of the silver spoons and plucks it. Friends.
Sure, friends.
Gives you the silver spoon.
Gonna hang on to that for the entire campaign for us.
This is a silver spoon of King Muck, slightly tarnished. It's a very low value.
Hey, that depends on who we're talking to.
Friends. Friends.
Friends.
Drinks. Rawr. You see is the bullywugs, some of them moving out of the actual structure, disappearing into the water or mud. They return, many of them with these clay jugs. They uncork them, pouring into bone-covered, kind of horns that are really reminiscent of like lizard folk, like different teeth and things that they've been kind of carved out. So they're very small, and they're covered in mud. They begin to pour this jug, this liquid, this brown sludge into it. They begin to hand each of you this drink.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Fills it with King Muck's. Raises it up.
Do it.
We're all friends. Yep.
The large croak downs it in one go. This tastes
Probably had worse.
This tastes like fermented fish eggs.
I actually don't want to drink it. I want to pretend that I drink it and like dump it really quickly without being seen.
All right, roll sleight of hand.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it's so gross.
Features, sleight of hand. Oh, it's skills.
King Buck.
I'm going to add something onto that. One moment. I believe this should work for this. Because this should be skill checks.
13?
Yeah.
King Buck looks towards you. You see two of them going either side of you.
Maestro, come on now.
You drink now. They fill another one.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on mine to make it taste like strawberries instead. And then I'm gonna drink it, seeing everybody else's reactions.
Definitely had worse.
Marina doesn't even grimace. It's not even that bad.
My shirt doesn't do things like this, but he'll begrudgingly drink it.
Okay. Chug it down. It's the worst thing you've ever tasted in your life. It's so bad. It's bad.
Fermented.
It's fermented fish eggs.
It's gross.
That's
It's-
horrifying.
That's exactly what it is. It's like this sludge. It's thick when it
Oh.
goes down.
God.
You feel it squirming down these. Friends.
Friends, now we trade. What have you come to offer King Muck?
I don't know what your language is. God damn it.
You speak in common.
Speaking common.
No. I understand. He's speaking common.
Oh,
I'm thinking about other things. Sorry.
the ones around you. Yeah, the other one's just croaking. Looks with his beady eyes upon you all, waiting for an answer.
Making a trade, right?
What are you offering?
Let me check the inventory. I've got an amulet.
My thieves' tools, I have a small mirror mounted on a metal handle. I'm gonna take that out and like point it at him so the mirror is facing him.
Options for you to bring it over.
They'll carry it over to him. Like what you see?
Let me look at it further.
She'll hand it to him. Very, very handsome frog reflection in there, huh?
Roll persuasion.
All right. That's what I'm made for. I can do this.
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. King Muck the Beautiful.
That's right.
Begins
Now
to
you
shuffle
can
through.
see King Muck the Beautiful all the time.
Grabs out something rather peculiar. Seems to have some sort of strange emblem, a little bit of a golden circlet of sorts with a few different rings in between interwoven and smelted together. It seems to form into the end of a pin that's about a kind of a hexagon at the end, so like a kind of a rod, circlet, rod, hexagon, and then the tip of that appears to be a key, like end of a key. Different kind of intricate looking things. It's gold, solid.
Trade.
Can I look at it?
Hands it to you. Keeps the
She's
mirror
gonna
and continues to look.
inspect it and kind of look over at the rest of the party, raise her eyebrows, like, any ideas?
Go and roll investigation.
Okay. Ooh.
23.
Okay.
So you're investigating the ring. It seems to be, as far as it is solid gold, and it's decent size. Would fetch just a good lump sum of value. Just smelting it down and getting gold off it. However, what's most interesting about it is the fact that it has this almost like a sigil or a symbol of something that's interwoven in these greens, this kind of interwoven gold as it comes to, and it used to be a part of something bigger. So you're noticing these little break off points and other things as the thing is almost has been like crushed. But the actual rod piece that extends about 2.5 inches or so, and has that kind of key kind of thing on the end of it, is very, very nice key. Would go to something very precious. Something that
Interesting.
whatever lock was created for this is extremely unique.
She'll give a little nod and go, all right, sounds like a fair trade to me.
Does sticks out the tongue, lowering it down, begins to move towards you, shuffling.
Oh god. Uh,
Grabs your hand.
w- okay. Okay,
Licks your
I'll
hand.
shake his tongue.
Shake
That's
his
fine. I'll shake his tongue.
Oh, strange behavior. You don't want to lick my hand.
Yeah, this is how we do things here. We shake.
Shake.
What do his clothes look like? What is he wearing?
What is he wearing? I can give another description of him. I gave it before. So he's wearing a
Well-
piece of lizard hide armor over an obscenely large belly and frame. He also has kind of many trinkets of bones dangling about a vine belt, and there is a crooked and ashen lizard hide coated spear staff. There's also a kind of a crown of sorts with silver spoons and gold forks about the head. And there is an interesting black gemstone etched into it.
Okay, so no finery, no like fine clothes is what I'm hearing. Stuff made from hides, not from like cotton or silk.
Correct.
I mean, Frox has his own objective here. I wonder when he'll get to it, but I mean, they won't fit him per se, but he could probably have something done or whatever. I guess I'll go for like the fine clothes I have in my inventory.
Finer clothes, huh?
Yeah,
Are they gonna fit this king monk?
Definitely not.
see, they were tailored for me, but he can. These are really nice materials.
Okay.
Maestro just has a really big beer belly that'll probably match up, right?
It's just,
Absolutely not.
Sure.
But these are finery. Maybe he could like adorn himself or his spear or whatever.
Okay, so
use
you're
napkins.
yeah, use it. So you are going up to King Muck, and then you're going to be offering that.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying when you go up there and offer it?
These clothes were made by a fine tailor and of materials that you probably do not have access to around here. They're very beauteous and would serve to further enhance yourself.
Grabs them from you, sniffs them, begins to take them and rub them underneath the pits. See this groaning and moaning and noises happening from this figure. It's just
Oh.
grotesque.
Good.
Come out very muddied and dirty, looks at him. Puts them into the water, smushing them back and forth in a large bathtub nearby. Picks them out, still slightly dirty, but more clean. Slashes them at the edge of the bathtub, reaches down, into the treasure pile, digging ferociously throughout. Pulls out a small compass.
Okay.
Seems to be in the palm, about 1.5 inches in diameter, and it fit into slightly like a pocket watch of bronze material. And undoing it seems to be a very unique compass with a particular stone in its center, and is pointing in a general direction.
Is he pro-offering it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it.
Tongue unfurls itself. Moves over to you, motioning, sloshing through. She shifts into the large pile of treasure. Moves his tongue over to lick you.
I'll shake.
You shake as you do. Grabs the tongue and licks it on top as he grabs the hand as well.
Best of both, yeah. Right.
Motions down, sits back down onto the chair. Large crunch.
Okay.
I think you're up, Ica.
I'm gonna remove those out of my inventory.
I'm up, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I will pull out. Or actually. So, are you looking to trade anything of equal value? Because I see that crystal in your amulet, and I raise you another crystal, and I'm gonna pull out one of my chaos crystals, and show it to him.
You see fear.
Oh shit.
Pointing towards, you see many bullywogs motioning and moving towards you at a ferocious pace as they do, beginning to point
I
spears
don't
at
like
you.
it.
Raising it up. What do you do?
He just like blinks, and like waits for him to say something. He'll put it back in his pocket and see if he says something. Or I guess
Takes
in
a
my
deep
bag. I
breath.
mean,
Many of the spears begin to retract as you put it away in your backpack.
No magic.
not a magic person. I'll pull out 2 sapphires that I've got on me.
Right.
Hops and bounces over to you, raising both of its large club hands.
I'll hand them over to him.
Takes them. Goes back, stashes them within the large treasure pile. Digs in, grabs a luxurious gold, silver brush or comb, steamed
Oh,
with
God.
fine white horsehair that has been spiralized and stilled.
Spoken with Linus.
He'll take it.
Pretty pimpin'.
Okay, take it. Tongue unfurls itself. Bounces over.
And I'll just
Tracks the tongue upon licking.
Sake will do.
yeah, I'll shake his hand. Ica is obviously very weirded out by everything that's going on, but he just kind of goes with it.
Alright, I can go. I'll approach with the cask of my Barlow special. And
See fear
an amulet.
overcoming.
No.
It's ale. It's not that other stuff.
Ale. What is ale?
You want to try it before you take it? Let's do this. I'm gonna have one last drink with him too.
You're gonna pour it into a cup.
Yep.
Yeah, for the cup, grabs the cup, gives it to the bathtub.
Yeah, I figured.
Bullywugs within. Gives a drink.
I'm gonna drink it too.
Slight joy overcomes. Rips the cup out, drinks it himself. Waddles over and grabs the barrel from you.
I
You
will
resist.
delete the Barlow special. No, that's my gift.
As he raises it upward. Slumps it right down next to the chair.
Great. Now the Frog King's gonna be an alcoholic. Thanks, Kyler.
It's one barrel. He'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know.
My monkey's not my circus.
Exactly.
Not your circus until he raises an army to come attack civilization and steal all their booze.
He'll remember us.
It's true.
Looks towards you.
What do you want? Such a precious thing.
I'm gonna look for rocks.
Worth
The
a shot.
little black stone on your amulet.
No!
Okay. My bad.
She's to me beyond trade.
Oh. I'm gonna look back for rocks. Do you want to try to negotiate, or you want me to?
If not for trade, for something material, perhaps there's something that neither you or any of your kind are able to do, that one such as us might be able to.
What do you offer?
We offer services in exchange for that little black stone.
Services. What is this word?
Well, it encompasses things like, for example, when you have them, it points to the toads in the pool. When you have them drink for you, or when you have them, points to the others like standing around us, gather our weapons for us. Those are all service. Perhaps there's a service
We
that
do shit for you.
You serve King Mark.
in exchange for the black stone.
He just holds the hands out. Croaks at one of the bathtubs. Many of the bullywugs scatter and disappear into the mud. Throws himself in. A large splash. Splashing water upon himself like a kid at a kiddie pool.
All right.
I'm fully expecting him to say bathe me.
Oh God. Don't give him ideas, man.
It's a frog! Amphibians! They gotta be in water.
But I'm not gonna bathe the frog. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but he's looking at his skin because it's getting dry, right? It's gonna get into the water. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
get,
know.
It's gonna get moist. All right.
Yeah.
Moist.
Moist. Okay, so as begins to splash water, almost taking time in, reaches down, grabs a large barrel, begins to drink.
The only one who didn't get shit.
Like almost like an aha moment happens, just like kind of raises.
In exchange for this treasure, You must slaughter those filthy tusks. Bring me the head of Chief Zosha, and you will have what you seek.
Okay. I mean, I don't.
Hang on. Who are these people? Or creatures?
They are those that feast on my kind.
The lizard folk.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. And just so we're clear, so we can bring the head back, what does their chief look like?
Like any lizard folk.
Oh, okay. That makes
What?
it easy.
There's a lots of feathers and plumage. Looking all fancy. Go to the 3 Lakes of Dooza. Spare none.
Okay.
Oh, like genocide.
Let's make this clear. You said you want the head of the chief. That's right?
Yes.
Okay.
I go grab Marina and mine's weapons from the
Same.
pile. Yeah.
We'll be needing our weapons back for this, you understand?
Friends. Friends do not kill each other.
Nope.
That's right.
Weapons. Yes.
Are there any cool weapons in the pile?
There are no weapons in this pile. There are a large amount of
Damn.
there's a large amount of like random items. There seem to be common household items. There's like little bits of kind of like dolls. There are a few other brushes in there. There's a couple small little chests, and like upon looking at them, opening them, they seem to be like music boxes strung up. Seems as though there's just a large of collection with those that have hints and accents of gold or silver.
I got fucking robbed. That's cool. What's his AC and total class level?
Yeah. So
No, guys, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
King Muck is a level 3, and his AC is 15.
All right, cool.
Kyler accidentally
could.
brushes him and he dies.
Yeah, I
could
accidentally
probably-
fucking trip on the pile.
We could probably slaughter everyone here if we want.
Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't, but like we could.
I mean, we're
Just
gonna be
straight around.
slaughtering people either way, right?
We're
No.
gonna
I mean,
slaughter
we
one
fought
guy.
the lizard folk things, but we fought like weird demon ones. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could try talking. I don't know. That's out of character. Let's go kill lizard folks, guys.
You know, the
Break.
sun is setting very quickly.
Oh, son of a
Darkness is slowly coming to.
King
Really
Muck,
don't want to sleep in the swamp.
do you have a place for folks of my kind to rest? Friends?
No.
All right, then I guess we'll leave.
You can stay here. Or sleep on float.
Points outside.
I'm gonna take the float.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for fucking robbing me, you giant fucking frog.
Do you say that?
No. No, I'm not actually gonna say that.
He's absolutely thinking it though.
I'm definitely fucking thinking it.
You see there's many of them that are out right now on the barges,
Jesus.
like collecting fish. They grab the hulls, they just dive into the water. Many of them are now just, disappearing, right? Getting off of the actual barges.
How deep's the water?
It extends quite deep, just like it's like a massive drop almost towards the depth of about 7 feet from the central platform or central kind of island.
guess try to find some stable land.
See something off to the left. I'm gonna look back and say there's something over here, guys.
It's the same as the ones over on the right, right?
I can't see the right.
Yeah, they're just like floating like pieces of wood that have been like roped together and lashed. They're just there to be able to facilitate being out of the water.
Does it look like we could like rest on these?
Marina, in that position, you are in the water.
Yeah, sorry. Put myself back.
She just
Yeah,
steps
no,
over.
you can rest on 'em right here. You notice that the shelf is going down, but then there's kind of a gap. You can easily kind of jump onto the actual float there.
That one
And-
you can actually. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can actually jump to that.
That's what- I went to the right. I was like,
yeah, everyone has the strength to get up there. There's no real access into the small hut, so they're too small for you, any of you, to fit into, anyways. So, but these are serving to get out of the actual water. Right? They're dry, slightly uncomfortable with the amount of wood that's kind of lopsided on top of each other, and it's kind of got a slight kind of a weight to it from the lake itself, especially with the shifting of everything happening underwater. You're able to see kind of shadows and movements of many of the bullywugs as they're going in to rest, to sleep, take watch, change shifts, and things like that. You're a large
Cool.
amount of splashing happening from the tub inside, and a kind of a giddy laugh from King Muck, as that space inside of there is definitely not soundproof.
Outside of character, I wonder if Marina is stealthy enough to just sneak in there while he's sleeping.
we'd have to fucking move. Though. We would have to move.
I could fly some eagles out of
Yeah,
here.
they can. We could just blow that place up out of character.
Yeah,
Just
this is all
saying.
out of character discussion here. So yes, yeah, there are 200 of them, but if their biggest and strongest is a fucking level 3 with an AC of 15, I think we'll be fine.
Just
Slaughterhouse.
start kicking.
We would just have to, leave.
Hey, we don't gotta fight. That's
No.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's just
If they're level 3, perception's probably not that good.
You're right. Oh man.
how's the rogue feeling?
I mean, I probably could. It's like on an amulet that he's wearing is like a necklace, right?
Yeah, it's like inlaid within that necklace, and the actual amulet was strikingly similar to Matriarch of the Celador.
What kind of chain does it have?
It is a bone that has been kind of etched, almost like it's like a single piece of a spinal column. It's been finalized, pushed down, which is the only difference to that of the Matriarchs.
So I'd probably have to slip it off over his head, right?
His head is much larger in the fact
Yeah.
that it was probably connected after the fact. So it's
Right,
sitting
so I'd have
within
to cut it
grooves of
free.
folds right now. You can't really
Oh.
see much of the actual thing as it wraps around. And then
I mean,
think
I know
it's
a-
just beneath the sack of skin that kind of overhangs for the croak.
I mean, I could, but do you want to put Marina through the trauma of going into his skin sacks to get it?
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna make comparisons here. It's definitely like if you're trying to take something off of Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah,
Now-
that's what I'm picturing.
Completely
get it
possible.
You're right. You could get it off.
I could get it off. It's just not as sneaky.
You could get it off, but his head would probably come with it.
I mean,
Whoops.
that's just a bonus, I guess. But I mean, are we gonna become the murder hobo party, or are we?
Well,
I mean, it's either like half genocide the lizard folk or go for this.
I mean,
Oh,
we could go-
no one agreed to genocide the lizard folk.
no.
could try
Brock
to talk
even
to them.
specifically
Yeah.
said just the chief.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we'll have to
it's an
find where they
assassination.
are.
That's really all. It's not genocide. It's a
Assassination.
targeted assassination on another political party. It's totally fair.
Yes. This won't have any repercussions.
No.
None that we care about, at least.
I mean,
Yeah, we're out of here.
You're like,
Son.
yeah, you're so far away from actual like major civilization. You're like, oh, we no ramifications, then, right?
I mean, like,
If we
So
got
what,
if
like,
we get
food
caught,
chain
just
wise-
say it's from him.
he wants us to kill the predators, killing them because food chain and shit. We don't know if they're evil per se.
I got a question. Only because speak with animals worked. Are these Bollywogs creatures that one could wild shape into?
No.
Polymorph?
You could polymorph into them. They are technically humanoid, so they are humanoid species. You could polymorph into one. That is acceptable, as the challenge rating for them suits that. I do also want to. I'm not going to put down for the journey. Just an FYI, Trisha is with you, but
That's right.
That's right.
but I won't unless Trisha's
going
going
out
to be
with Tenzin.
engaged in conversation or we're going to have a combat potentially. That's the time I'll put Trisha on the actual map.
Okay.
So
She
if we
and
wanted,
Tenzin are just vibing.
if we wanted to be sneaky, I could make you super duper sneaky with Pass Without a Trace. So
I
could-
have invisibility.
Oh, there you go. Even better. Don't even.
Oh, I have invisibility now too. Damn, I could totally do it.
I can be ready to jump through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
I have time powers.
You
But
said
I have
it's
to
not.
see
Yeah,
you.
you said it's not soundproof, so I can just like wait by the wall if
Yeah.
it gets really bad.
And the question is, how would I cut? I guess I just cut through the bow.
Did we
I
see what
mean-
material it was made out of? The amulet.
It's wood,
The
right?
amulet's on the necklace. It's the
The amulet, the
neck-
actual where it's inlaid into is wood. That's the
Okay.
thing that is
Oh.
similar to the matrix.
That's not too bad.
You could technically like pry it out
Pry
with a
it out.
knife if you wanted to. Replace it with a mud-covered rock.
Oh my God.
You probably
That's
wouldn't
actually
notice the
not a bad
difference.
idea. That's yeah. You know what? With my thieves' tools,
Yeah, wait
I
until he's
feel like
asleep
it's
and then
possible.
sneak in.
Got some stealth, sleight of hand. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try it.
is what the
If
rogue
anything,
lives for.
I could give you fly, so you don't make
my
sound in the
God.
water.
Perfect. What's
I
the
could-
worst that could happen?
I could give you enhanceability.
Oh my god.
All right, guys.
Alright,
if we
let's do
don't
this.
succeed on this, I swear to God, we have everything stacked in our
Gosh.
favor. There's no pressure because it's all dice rolls. But like, if we somehow don't nail this,
Amphibians, are they nocturnal or like you said we can still hear them making noise,
Well,
right? Are they
Those in the hut, the ones out
Indians are-
here, are all heading for their homes. It seems.
Yeah, the ones out here are currently diving in after they've caught fish or they've caught food, and after they've netted, speared, however they obtained it, they have taken that and just dove into the water, disappearing. You're hearing movements and different shuffling, as well as things coming from the huts that are positioned every which way. There are accessible. You could potentially swim into the water and could reemerge underneath. That is what they're trying to accomplish. But that's what they're doing. That's where they live. That's potentially where they spawn as well. So they're kind of having a little bit of a separation. However, just in the distance with the sun setting, you know that they're still active.
Mhm.
They have patrols. They have other, these giant toads that are kind of picking their heads up and things. They are very much alert and aware. And that is something that is just kind of signified and maybe reinforced by the amount of respect they give King Muck in the service and the way that whole thing was done. How they're kind of waiting for the command right before they even act. So everything seems to be really like routine, right? That's a good way to describe it. So it's unclear, right? They could be more. Some could be more active at night. Some could not, right? It's just those on the surface are gone.
What was that stuff you guys gave the other frog that like passed out?
Silberg. Yeah.
It's like a giant alcohol.
I'll pull mine out too, since we each have one. That was a good trip. You guys should have been there for that one.
So we can wait until he falls asleep, and then Marina can go in and try to pry the stone out of its setting. Or we could try to trick him into drinking some of that and see if he'll pass out. And then Marina can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I could always try and put him into stasis to let you do it,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
a 50-50. Because it's save or suck, so
Would he know if you failed?
I don't think so. Because it's a feature and not a spell.
Yeah, he would. He wouldn't know.
You would know? That sucks.
No, he wouldn't know.
Wouldn't.
Oh, he wouldn't know. Okay.
No.
Yeah, because I
That's
can use it 5 times and it
I could just sitting at the door.
doesn't freeze
Come
him.
on, work.
he's like, what do you want?
Come on, work.
So
Just make a
Actually,
hole
with
in like
the other frogs.
the chronology magic just in general is a manipulation of time, right? So if this creature probably was really intelligent, right? Maybe you could figure out
Big if.
that was happening. But this is almost as if they're suspended in time for a period, so they don't know how long that actually has been. They probably would speculate that you're moving faster or teleported or something based on the fear of magic, rather than them being like in that state.
Alright. Well, for
Yeah, if we
starters,
can get him incapacitated, even if the other frogs around notice. I mean, Marina would be invisible, so they would just have to notice the stone being pried out of the amulet. But even if they did, it doesn't sound like they would act without order.
maybe.
So if we put him in stasis and then Marina goes invisible, sneaks in, pries out the amulet, and leaves, we could potentially get in and out really easily.
Or fireball that bitch. You never know.
Yeah, I mean
Turn
that
it off
too.
to the ground.
It's a
One's
plan
a
B.
little quicker. Well, one's a little
Worst
quicker. I'm
case
just
scenario.
we get the gold, fireball out. No, that sounds really good though.
All right,
The
let's
fireball
do
or
it.
the
if we want to fast forward this,
Yeah, yes, yes, all of it.
So what time are you potentially doing it? The sun is setting, it will set. Are you going to wait till it's completely dark out? You're going to wait a couple more hours after it's completely dark out? Again, it's really hard to tell time, right, of how long things are in this space.
Yeah.
However, though, you are kind of in this environment, being on the edge like you are here of the actual marshes. There is a sense that you have an idea if it's early night, right, late night. You're getting more of the less of this fog being this far away, especially since the actual rolling of the mist and the fog here is a little bit kind of suppressed, right? So slightly there, but it's not in the sense that you can't see 3 feet in front of you kind of thing, right? So you can wait a couple more hours,
I
right,
mean,
for things to settle
why don't
down, or you
we-
can go now.
initially I could just wild shape into a spider and observe until he knocks out, and then come back, and then we just go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is this spider going to be able to swim?
Well, we're going to land first over here, and then we'll go in.
It's an aquatic spider.
As a tiny creature, you can actually go through the walls here. So
Through the- there you go.
So you can stay within that upper ground, right, without having to go into the water. So, all right, go ahead and we're gonna wild shape you into the spider.
By the way, I just
The hell
saw
is
where
that?
those 3 lakes were. Yeah, we're not doing that shit. That's literally all the way across town. We're not doing that.
Oh, you checked the other map?
Yeah, I checked the map of the 3 lakes. We're not going across town.
Let me see.
Yeah.
that shit
You
shit
come
far.
through. Brox, as you come
Oh,
through,
hell yeah, that's-
tickling yourself
Now
in
it's
the way
complete opposite.
through the wood there. You stretch and look left and right. You don't see anybody.
Oh,
There is no one there.
shit.
Dang. Hmm. Does there look to be like any? Even the treasure? The treasure's still there?
Treasure's still there.
He would leave without his treasure. Does there seem to be like any traces of where they might have gone?
Perception. That's the
the fuck?
spider. Someone's measuring the math out.
I wonder
You
who
have to
would do
always
that.
be ready.
Always.
God damn.
So as you use your perception looking around, you're noticing that there is small submersions throughout the space, and a couple large ones. They're kind of almost like the ground is rose at certain points.
Is there a particularly large one?
There are a particularly large ones, yes. There's also smaller ones, and there's also medium-sized ones. There's a range of sizes.
Range of sizes.
Difficult to tell. Without being closer.
I wonder if anyone would have a spell to help with this.
I mean, we'll just go around like looking at them a little closer. You know?
Okay.
Oh yeah, my spell. Great Axe +1.
The best spell in the game, obviously.
The most efficient.
Works so far.
Trying to be stealthy in this endeavor?
I mean, we're sticking to like up on the wall, like higher up on the wall.
Okay.
Just going around.
Okay.
What happens if one of the frogs eats you as a spider?
It's game over.
Turn into a T-Rex.
Oh my god.
You see one of the mounds begin to move. Its head pokes out. Eyes
get
lock
back
onto you.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh my god.
Goes back in.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna come back. That was scary.
Are you going back?
Yep.
It could have been real bad.
Oh, fabulous! It looks like the king has his own quarters, and from the looks of it, maybe they sleep underground.
I guess we
run-
can wait till morning and wait until he comes out.
Yeah, actually, now that you mention it. Yeah.
I could try to run a distraction. Say I want my fair share after the trade. And like maybe while they're all looking at me.
While they're looking at you, you got Invisible Marina and Ica over here with his stasis. Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
No argument.
I will give Marina enhanced ability. What's good for sleight of hand? Is that Dex?
Yes, Dex.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So you have advantage on all your Dex abilities.
Nice.
Are we doing this now?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're in there.
Yep.
Oh wait, they're underwater right now. Or we're gonna try right
I
now.
have a feeling if I step in, I'll wake them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm activating my fucking ring then.
There
You
we
have
go.
invisibility, right,
Yeah.
Marina? Okay, I'll cast fly on you.
Nice.
Conditions.
All right. I'm invisible and I can fly.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go like right here. Can I look through this?
You want to try to look through to see on the other side? Just making sure things are done. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you want to look on the other side, I'm gonna just pull you through the wall real quick. So you can kind of look, kind of peek through.
So
gonna make
I'm
a-
gonna say
If you're gonna make a perception check, go ahead and make it as you can look through the wall. And we'll go ahead and put the actual invisibility onto you. Astro. I have convenient effects, so it's a little easier.
okay. So I should take the condition off, or are you gonna do that?
I got it for you. And then you're putting
Okay.
enhanced ability on Marina.
Yep.
And then you're doing Cat's Grace.
Yep.
So, Ika, are you going to make a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sorry, went out.
I'm gonna stay near Ferox for all of this because Ferox is escaped.
I might have to reload my page.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're invisible too. So we got all
Yeah.
that. I double clicked it. There we go.
Yep. I'm just gonna chill out. by
Wait,
this
fly, cats, Chris, Adams, Miller. That's so great.
And,
So many things.
I guess I'm gonna be ready to cast Conjure Animals when Marina is done.
Oh, the status effects is like half the portrait is gone.
Yes. All right, so I will just stealth in after you guys when you go in, and then do my thing while he's distracted.
All
And
right,
stasis.
I'm gonna move in.
Well, wait, just a second. I think Sage
Oh.
is trying to get a perception check off, but
Oh.
he's trying to reload in here. Are you still with us? I think internet may have cut out. Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, my internet's being really bad. I'm on mobile hotspot, but I can't connect back into the game. It's not popping up for me.
I'm gonna kick you out then, and then I'll roll your perception and just tell you what it is.
Okay.
19 is what you got, and then we'll go through
Nice.
what you're seeing. So as you're looking through, you're going through the cracks, and you're doing the best you can as you stretch through. You're noticing that there are small little kind of mounds that have been built up underneath the actual water line as the water's now kind of pulling itself upwards. It's just there might be kind of maybe even like a tidal effect, right? So you have a little bit more water building up, and there's slight little mounds things there, and they're small, medium, some really large. But you don't see any figures above ground.
Okay, but I can see through it, and that's all I need. So that's where I'm gonna stay until this is done and we all
Okay.
get out of here.
I'll keep you on this side of the
Make
wall.
that
Then.
like bandits.
Oh, before we go in, can I find a muddy rock that is approximately the size of the black stone?
Make a investigation check.
Investigate for rock.
Please make a
It says
stealth
that
check.
I'm still in the game.
Yeah, I've kicked you out. It might
Okay.
take a little bit. So give it just a
Okay.
second here. I kicked you out a little bit ago, and it takes a little bit to recycle through.
Okay.
Make a stealth check, please.
Yes. Stealth.
You were able to find one after this period, digging and trying to shift through the mud and trying to do the best you can. You can find maybe something that would suffice enough to be kind of a look-alike, but it's difficult. Rock is quite unique in the way that it is, and finding something like that here is very, very difficult. It's mainly just kind of a darker kind of gray rock, but the mud itself might make it look towards black, and hey, it'll work.
Close enough. Yeah, it's close enough. All right.
All right, just step on in. Not quietly at all.
Tyler, as you step in, you step on something smushy and hard.
Whoops.
Right? As it begins to move, it pulls itself above ground.
Oh,
Slowly turns and looks at you as it takes a step back. Opens up its jowls. Waltz will begin to croak. You see large amounts of these creatures begin to come outwards.
okay. I'm just gonna.
Gifting it. Staring at you.
Yeah, I'm just. No weapons drawn, nothing. I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the king to come out.
That's exactly what I'm waiting for.
Demand to speak to the manager.
Carrying it up.
right, I'm gonna take a step back just to see what they do. Oh, okay.
Time goes by. 5 minutes goes by. He stares at you. The rest of them looking
awkward.
unmoving. You see motions of mud moving and shifting. They come out, spears raised.
Speak frog, Majiggy.
King Muck. King Muck. Try speaking Sylvan to them, King Muck. I don't know.
She speaks Sylvan. They look to each other. Slight fear overcomes them.
Oh fuck! Try Dwarvish and fucking King
Please
Muck.
roll. Please roll initiatives.
Oh god.
All right, let the record show
Well,
I tried negotiating. Okay, I tried.
You spoke the magic language.
Sage, are
freaked him
are
out.
you able to come back in?
It still says that I can't pick my person.
Okay, so it's still grayed out. Have you tried refreshing
Yeah.
and things like that?
Yeah, I've been refreshing every couple minutes and it's still not doing anything.
Okay.
It might be because I'm on a different like IP now.
It's
'Cause I had to switch to mobile
Yeah,
hotspot.
it could be possible. Like it holds on to your like token right for a long time, hoping that you come back. So it's a quick login. So the only thing I can try doing, I can try returning us back and then re-logging into the server if everyone's game for that. Try it.
Yeah, I'm
Good
fine.
deal.
I'm good with
I'm gonna get some
whatever.
water while you do
Everyone's
that.
good.
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
break for a minute.
All right, let's take a break for a couple minutes. I'll leave the stream on. I'm just gonna go ahead and power cycle the server real quick to bring us back.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it to break just real quick. All right, so if you're watching, thanks. Back. Server's restarted here, so hopefully everything looks good. Looks good. All right. Yeah, that'd be bad if I was putting in personal information, right? Streaming.
Yeah.
Sick. I mean, that'd be fucking cool.
Well, I've always like it's funny because Foundry defaults to like that authentication page, right, for like administrator stuff. It's so
Yeah.
funny. Like one of my other games, we have a person that does cybersecurity for like the federal government, and he laughed at that. He's like, that's so ridiculous, but hey, each their own.
You're
Come on, Foundry. Self.
Oh,
All right, everyone's back in. All right, so you should be able to
Fuck's like it,
roll.
Bill?
I'm still loading in.
Still loading in.
rolled a
Okay.
fucking nat 1 on my initiative. I've rolled so low my damn initiative, like on our last 20 encounters.
Alright, initiative.
We've long rested since
We've short rested.
the. Wait, when was our last long rest?
That was over
Like-
the Talus Grove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before we got into the fight, as soon as we got out
It's
of it.
been a little bit.
I think you're the one who got hit, though, right? You and Tenzin? I think the rest of us are fine.
Yeah.
You should be like we should have enough time to take a short rest. You should be full health. Just use some hit dice.
Yeah, if you want to roll hit dice, that's fine. Do a short rest.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh. I gotcha. Yeah, that'll put you at 16. That should be enough.
Yep.
You put yourself back to full. Okay. Kill. All right, everyone. Initiative rolled. Let's see.
I was missing superiority die, so fuck it.
Yeah, so I could say it's just you. So are you able to load in? Slowly.
I'm almost there.
I think I can. I think I can.
How high up is the roof in this little hut thing?
The actual ceiling height it's like domed, right? So it comes up in the kind of a dome. It's only 10 feet.
Not go over for sure. That's okay.
Very tiny. All right. Are we ready for combat?
Fucking always.
All right, let's
Good,
get some crazy awesome
That's
music, right?
why I'm here.
Frog
Right.
jam.
I like
Frog.
that they're grouped up.
Combat. All right, start off with this large creature. Stewed as it is, moves forward slightly, disappears. As it comes outwards, sticks out its tongue, goes in to lash outwards towards Kyler. Gonna be 20 to hit. It's 20 hit, yeah?
Cool.
On Kyler.
Yeah, 20 hits, yeah.
Okay. That does 15 points of piercing and poison damage to you. As
Yeah.
it comes outwards, does not seem to detect you, Marina. Reach its tongue around you, kind of lashing around. Its tongue is slightly spiked and has these little tendrils as it grabs in, leeching that poison. Kind of comes back in, large smack into its mouth. Ends its turn. Marina, you're up.
All right. So, I'm gonna kind of hover above the ground just enough to not touch the ground or the water, so I'm not like making
Okay.
the water ripple or anything.
Sure.
Can I squeak past here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna squeeze over to. Wait, how far did I just move? Sorry, one sec. That was
should be able to click your token with the drag ruler. It'll show you how much you've moved. So if you like pick up your token and attempt to move it again, you'll see that the actual history of your movement is saved.
Oh, the drag. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so just the select tool, right? Because you got the drag ruler back on. Here, I'll delete that.
Right. Thank you. Sorry.
Yes. So it's the little dude and then the bracket. So it's just the select tool. It's the first tool that you have accessible to.
Gotcha. Okay.
Basically, just
Oh.
yeah. So you'll see
Oh,
that
awesome.
it's there.
5,
Yeah.
10. Okay, 25 feet. So I should have. I think I have 30. Yeah,
Yeah.
30 feet.
You have 30 movement speed, but you also fly at a
Oh,
faster rate.
And I have 60. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I shouldn't even have to worry now.
So you're moving 60
I'm-
feet right now, basically.
Right. I'm gonna move to here. Actually, no. I'm gonna move to here. And I'm gonna hold my action for when King Muck appears. And yeah, when King Muck appears, I will. Let's see. Is there a door on this hut?
No.
No. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold an action. I'm just gonna stay where I am for right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
You can
my
use your-
turn for right
You
now.
can use your action to stealth if you'd like.
Oh, am I not? Yes, I would. Yes, please. I will do that. Okay. Do I have to roll stealth?
Not 20. Nice.
Nice.
20.
All right, we're gonna end your turn there. We'll come to Frox.
Awesome.
Does it sound like there's some hostile action going on in there?
I mean, you heard a tongue kind of whiplash, but not
Okay.
much else beyond that. Large amount of croaking.
But nothing from the king, so alright, we're gonna.
No.
Oh, I see somebody here. Okay. 20. Am I able to like squeeze by this thing?
It is large, so you can actually move through its space.
And then I'll action dash.
Okay.
And then
What's
I'm
up, man?
gonna pull out the spoon that King Muck gave us.
Oh.
Just be like, friends.
Okay.
That's it.
It disappears. Reemerges.
Intruder!
This begins to croak ferociously. Outwards goes to grapple you, Frox. Please make an opposing athletic checks or acrobatic. Or you can choose to fail it if you like.
He's not using his weapon. He's just trying to.
He's grappling you. He's got rope tethered to him as well.
Oh,
So he's basically going to attempt to restrain you at some point. So he's going to basically wrap you up and grab and
Can't do that.
restrain you. All right, 21. You're able to get out of the way of it. He trips into the mud slightly.
I said friends.
Ending turn. Ika, you're up.
I'm gonna hold my action to use my stasis on the king when he appears. If he
Okay.
appears.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Another one disappears. Reemerges. Thanks to you, Frox. Goes in to grab you, jumping wildly. Please make an opposing acrobatics or athletics. All right, 14. You are now grappled. Grabs onto you. Jumping out of the mud. Another one raising spear. Looking around. Ending turn. Raising spear. Maestro, you're up.
No shit. Okay. Yep. Up. Just gonna head around this way because I did hear noise. Oh, trouble. Oh, I haven't had time to repair Ishtar though. Don't bring them out. But I will anyway because it's a bonus action. Do. Should not have the stun condition anymore because I did quick repair them.
Yeah, I'll remove it. I got you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so building some of these features on me. Where is it? How far is that from Ishtar? I gotta make sure of this one. Because I'm going to probably try to have her grapple the one that's currently grappling Farok.
So you technically cannot see that based on the fact that that giant toad is blocking
the view. Got it. Alright, then simply gonna have her overcharge and then try to attack the thing. Is overheat, not overcharge.
Okay. You're gonna overheat and then attack? Okay.
Yeah. And there we go.
Alright, 27 is going to be a hit. It does 17 points of force damage as you whip around. Give me another d8.
Yep.
Alright, with an additional 8. 17 there, and then 8 damage. Okay. So he kind of whips around. Large laceration as the wire cuts through of this toad's flesh.
Okay. Here comes the second one.
This is 12, which hits.
Surprisingly.
17 points of force damage. Not even need the extra d8. Just come back around, whipping it. See, large lacerations back. It's like, it kind of grumbles as it does. It sinks into the mud slowly, and ever so it disappears as it sinks further and further into the mud.
Cool. Well, that's everything out of my action economy, so...
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Yep. Did not mean to hold that d6.
Alright. Ishtar sustains and doesn't overheat. You're going to go ahead and end your turn there then?
I moved... How many did I move? 15? Yeah, I moved 20 actually, it says. I'm gonna move here for me, and then I'll have Ishtar move... here, yeah.
Okay. Sounds
That's
good.
it.
End your turn there. Spearing remerging itself just on your southeast side. Ferox here, as you are grappled, begins now to grab rope and begins to attempt to restrain you. I'm going to go ahead and roll a check here. I need you to make an opposing acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Not gonna resist.
Not going to resist at all?
Nope.
Alright, you are now restrained. One's holding you on, the ropes go around, binding you very loosely and haphazardly. You're pretty sure you...
Am I able to see Maestro from this position?
I am invisible.
Yes,
Oh,
you should be...
right. But I can see Ishtar, right?
You should be
Yes.
able to see Ishtar. I mean, Maestro is invisible right now, so...
Well, assuming
did.
he's somewhere nearby that... Because he usually has to see whatever Ishtar's attacking, right?
Yeah, and you did see the toad get attacked. I mean, the toad
Right.
is gone.
So
Not
looking in that
disappeared.
direction, just to like, I'll make like I'll do like a little wink, just trying to let him know it's fine. I can get out of this.
Okay.
All right.
Here, Kyler, spears coming towards you. Jabs out towards.
Send it.
9 is going to be a miss.
Uh-oh.
Ends turn.
Oh, you said it was a miss?
It was a miss. What are you going to do? You're going to react?
No.
Say it now. Hold your peace, because I'm going to keep
gonna
going.
Hold it. I'm
All
gonna
right.
hold on the chance that that stupid frog comes out.
Goes through. Looks towards you. Goes in for a spear. 15 is going to be a miss. Ends turn. Come to the giant toad in front of you. Aims its mouth out as it comes in for a bite. That's a 12, which misses.
Ooh.
Nothing? Still nothing? Okay.
I'm just
Taking
taking
hitting
in
the
the
blows,
scenery and
taking the scenery.
getting closer to me. That's all I need.
Comes on the other side. As it merges, see that you're restrained. Kind of turns now and rotates and sees. Slight fear overcomes. Ends turn.
What the hell is he freaking out because of Ishtar?
Toad begins to turn, looks up into the air. Tongue unlashes. Goes in for a whip at the large post that you're hugging to, Marina, and strikes it just below. As it does, it retracts back, croaks at in your direction.
What the hell?
Potentially has sensed you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Emerging from the mud pile, shifting itself a little bit. Kyle, you're up.
I think we're on to plan B, guys. Alright, actually, let me show you a turn that off. There's no reason to be that brutal. I don't need to do plus 10 damage to these things if I hit them. That just seems excessive.
12. That's gonna be a miss.
Not so fast. Okay, maybe it is a miss.
All right, 13 total. 13 is
Yeah.
going to be a miss as he comes
Yeah.
swinging around, gets out of the way, goes into the mud slightly and picks itself back up. Now turns and looks towards.
Okay. How about a
22
22?
is a hit. Strike against the chest, cleaving it completely in half.
Alright, cool. What's the one that's restraining for Ox again? That one? Okay. I'm gonna swing at that one.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use.
You'll have to move to get that swing off.
No, I don't.
You're gonna lunging attack. It's something new.
I've actually had that since my first
Alright,
one, but
so
I've just been able to close the gap always.
Just a 3 adds to the damage, right?
It adds to the damage, yeah.
Yeah. So 24 is going to be hit you 14 points of slashing damage. We don't need to do any more.
Yeah,
So that's enough
figured.
as you come lunging forward ferociously as it's restrained, grabbing the kind of the ties and letting go, slowly turns in your direction. The mouth gapes open as you come striking through, decapitating it, swiftly disappears into the mud. Large slap.
And it's finally happened because we've been fighting such big motherfuckers lately, and you guys have been killing all of them. I'm get to attack again because I got a kill.
All right, 15 is going to be hit. That does 18 points of slashing damage to come to.
You know, it is pretty late, and we might rest soon, so let's just action surge and keep going.
Okay.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Keep the good times rolling.
Yeah.
27 is going to be hit. That does 12 points of slashing damage to come to. Swing about on this giant toad, smacking into it as it's sloshing back and forth within the water.
Okay. I'll allow this bullywog on the right to take an attack of opportunity on me while I move up. I'm gonna try to help Ferox out.
You have how many attacks do you have by the way on your extra attack? You only have 2 extra attacks, right?
I'm at 2. Yeah.
Okay. So you've had 1, 2.
But I killed 1, so I get to
3,
with Great Weapon Master, I get to do a 3rd.
5, 6. You should be able only to strike 5 times, right? Total, if you action surged. And you have the bonus to swing for the extra after killing.
How many have I done?
You've done that would be your 6.
Oh, what it?
Yeah.
Lost count.
Yeah, so the last one, the 21 there for 17 points, that's not.
Okay.
He's used to being hasted.
Yeah, so
that might be what it was, yeah.
I think it was because you're used to being hasted. I think that's what the thing is there. So you can move back to your original position if you'd like.
Okay,
that last swing on the toad is your last one that you can do after action surge.
Alright, that's gonna be it.
Alright, then your turn. One emerges, poking outside just south of the treasure pile. Looks around, sees the toad in front of it, croaking up. You see it slowly rotate and look. Rolls perception.
I got a nat 20 on that stealth. They better not.
Gets another nat 20 on perception.
Oh my god.
Staring, looking. 2 nat 20s. At least it's not attacking you.
Yeah.
One appears. Yes, it does. Turns, looks towards you, Ica, through the wall. As
Oh
it
god,
sees.
it's gonna poke me.
Goes in for a spear attack. Jabbing through the wall ferociously at you. 16. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Alright, does 5 points of piercing damage as it slightly cuts you on the... Basically, like, when you're retracting away, right? It gets you kind of in the shoulder of the arm, pulls it back. Another one emerges. This one moves 5 feet, disappears, reemerges. Now, this is where it's going to become a little bit difficult. Ica, you can't necessarily see, so I'm going to just shift you back and forth a little bit here.
Oh
this
god.
one actually is coming out of the mud directly next to you and is going to attempt to attack you with the spear. That's an 8, which misses. After that, I'm going to move you back so you maintain your vision within, right? You just declare which way you want to go when it's your turn, okay?
Okay.
This one comes, here's directly next south of the table. You should look down, Marina. Sees as though there's croaking happening towards the pole. Rotates, looks the best it can. Roll perception. Its action is not successful. Looks confused, looking to its friends. Another one appears. Looks up with its friends. Rolls perception. Seems to be confused as well. Ending turn. Come to now the top of round 2. Marina, you're up.
So, from what I know about magic, if I move, will the ones that rolled a nat 20 on perception see me moving? Like, can they just see me now?
To which that surround you. Like you said, you're just hovering, so I imagine you're just above the table. So I didn't put any elevation to you. I'm kind of thinking that you're still relative to the ground. But right now, currently, that's kind of a support post, right? And that juts down to the roof. And then there's a table that's embedded. So you're kind of above that and that next to that pole. The 2 immediate to you that would be within threat range in that space, they are confused. They're looking to their friends. They're looking about, like, what are you croaking at right now? Kind of thing. Croaking back, right? Seem to not be pointing spears directly at you. This one in particular, to your northeast, that one has a spear that's pointed in your direction. It seems to have perceived you upon the actual in that space. It's just kind of jutting it like that. Now, the toad is a little bit harder to know, except for the fact that it swung its tongue out at you, it retracted, and is just looking like its eyes directly in your space. So this one and this one detect you, but they are not within threat space.
Since they're afraid of magic, I'm just gonna change gears now. I'm gonna fly over on top of the pile of treasure stuff
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, that's not what I want to be. And knowing that I will drop my invisibility when I do this, I will cast Thaumaturgy to make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna do the full 3 times as loud. So she just all of a sudden appears on top of the treasure pile. She's gonna like put her arms out and try to make herself look really big and threatening. And yell. How should I phrase this?
Full of Loki. Neil!
That's I'm thinking that kind of. She's gonna yell, "King Muck, will you hide while we slaughter your people?"
Oh god,
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Roll intimidation.
that's savage.
Sorry, roll a what?
Intimidation, please.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that is my turn.
All right, Frox, you're up.
So I'm still restrained.
The actual wrappings they were tied successfully upon you. How great they're tied is it's not very great. So you can try rolling acrobatics to get out, and that will suffice for the grapple as well as the restraints.
Guess I'll check.
All right, you are no longer restrained. You slip out of the ropings and the vine that they tied to you, and you're no longer grappled as you slide out of the bullywug that was loosely grabbing you.
Not an actual action, but I just take the spoon and I try to bonk the one that tried to grapple me.
Okay, just like kind of like nudge,
Friend.
right? Yeah, Fred. I like it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. All right. So Ike, it's your turn. Let me know you want to be out. Okay.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. Punch away. Oh, shocking grasp. 13. Not gonna hit.
Dang. I whiffed it. He's too small.
Dodges out of the way of it. I see fear overcoming the face. The shock kind of dissipates and dances.
And can I see through here?
Yeah, I can move.
Right,
There.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just tell me which you want to interchange.
Yeah, I think I'm good right here. That'll be my turn.
All right, enter your turn. The one grappling dives down to the mud, disappearing. Another one dives down in the mud, disappearing. Another one dives into the mud, disappearing. Maestro, you're up.
Alright, move slightly forward to right beside Ishtar, so I can get a better view. Move Ishtar to, I won't exit its threat range here. I can't actually see all that, so the only one I can see is this one. So I'm not gonna overheat her for this one. I'm gonna have Ishtar target the one to the left of Ferox.
Okay. 26 is a hit. Does 16 points of force damage as it's like rotating, looking towards Ishtar, holding the spear up, whips around, slicing off of its neck, head completely removed, topples and falls dead.
Alright, I have a bonus action. That's not what I want to do. Excuse me. Is that 15? Can't hold an action. And I can't see anything else. I think I'll keep it there because I'm not in range. Wait, I can still move. I didn't use all my movement, so I'll move forward, seeing Ishtar is taking care of the immediate threat and see what I can see. Excuse me. Here. Okay, see the frog. I'll stop there.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah.
Alright, it's your turn. One near you, Kyler, to your northeast. Jumps into the mud, disappears. Another one jumps into the mud, disappearing. Another one jumps into the mud, disappearing. Toad. Stays. Goes in for a bite towards you, Kyler.
Ooh.
11 is going to be a miss. Ends its turn. Toad wobbles itself looking towards you, Marine, as you appeared. Goes in for a bite. 18 is a hit. That does 13 points of piercing and poison damage. Are you going to attempt to use your reaction to half it?
Oof. I. Let's see, how often can I use Hellish? Actually, okay, I'll half it. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to half it?
Yeah.
So, this is not a tongue attack. This is full bite. So it's coming out towards you. At the actual successful bite attack of a medium or smaller target, you are now grappled. If it's hit, you are swallowed.
Oof.
Okay. So if I make one bite attack, right? Grappled, and then you are going into the mouth.
Okay.
Right now, you are just in its clenches. If it, again, makes a bite attack while you're grappled, it will go down the gullet. So it's got its mouth upon you
Right.
currently. So it's like numbing you almost, and it's going to lurch its head back to swallow you. That's going to be the end of its turn.
Good luck.
It jumps forward. Looks towards Ishtar. Goes in for a bite. 17 is a hit. That does 10 points of piercing and poison damage, which is only 3 points of piercing damage. As Ishtar does not take poison damage. Ishtar is now grappled, as this thing is beginning to nub it, attempting to get it within its mouth. But there's slight hesitancy as it comes in. You notice that there is kind of a almost like it's not liking what it's in its mouth, but it's still gonna try. We'll see what happens. Kylie, you're up.
Alrighty.
$17 is a hit. You do 19 points of slashing damage. Come through, smashing into its head, going directly into the ground. Just hits the actual water with a large splash, and the mud begins to sink and doesn't get up, doesn't move.
All right. We're gonna attack the one that's trying to swallow Ishtar.
Okay. 24 is a hit. It's coming around. That is a 13 points of slashing damage, slashing into its kind of its appendage, its front cord, its front forelimb, right? Slack, kind of jiggles. Still Ishtar within the mouth a little bit, maintains its bite.
All right. You guys got this, right? And I'm gonna head over to help out Marine.
Thank you.
Because I did kill the one.
Yeah, you can use your bonus, right, to swing.
Ooh, let's really swing for the fences on this one.
Alright, 21 is a hit. Does
Cut its tongue off.
21 points of slashing damage to come through. Kind of hits into the backside a little bit from the blow. So you kind of go straight through it, and its organs and things are kind of moving out of its body, but it's still biting on to.
Okay. That will end my turn.
Alright, ending your turn. Dives down, disappearing in front of you. Another one dives down, disappearing in front of you, Aika. This one dives down, disappearing on the outside of you, Aika, as well. The one towards to your right side.
Either I scared them really badly, or something really bad is about to happen.
Marine, it's your turn.
I think you scared the shit out of him.
I hope so. So my option is to try and get ungrappled.
You can attempt to roll an athletics or acrobatics to attempt to grapple as your action. That's correct.
Okay. I will do athletics.
All right, you are no longer within its mouth. You're able to escape outwards as
Oh my
it's
God.
clenching on. You're able to kind of pull itself. The wound and the blow at the backside was a significant factor. It is like limping on itself at its hind and is kind of now shifting its weight as best as it can towards you, Kyler.
I would have got you if it got swallowed. Don't worry. I'm like a surgeon.
Thanks. Hell yeah.
Would have been a great story.
Yeah, honestly. Some real team bonding.
The time I got you out of a frog. God.
Yeah. So that was my action to get ungrappled.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'll end my turn there. Yeah.
All right, Frox, you're up.
Traumatic moment.
Alright. I guess I'll try and finish off these two. Twin cast Guiding Bolt.
$15 is going to be hit. Does 15 points of radiant damage to come directly smashing into it. Kind of lurches back with a blow. Half its body ripping off, falls down on the ground, barely alive. All right, 27 is going to be a hit. That does 6. Whoa. Whoa!
Oh.
6 points of radiant damage. Well, it's point
Damn.
blank. It is technically a ranged spell attack, and it's melee. But anyway, so 6 points of damage there. That's dealt. And it gets almost like taken from the side because you went from one and it splits to the completely opposite side, right? So that's a little bit feasible. I'll take the reality there with the rolls.
Okay, that's it.
They are both alit and ready to be attacked. Whoever next with advantage.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step into here.
Okay.
How far is Marina off the ground right now?
Slightly
Marina, how far
hovering,
are you off the
right?
ground?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, seeing that things are getting kind of out of hand, I'm gonna cast Locate Creature and look for where King Muck is, since apparently he's not showing himself. Which
Okay.
dispels my fly spell.
Okay. So you're naming King Buck, that familiarity with King Buck. Oh such good familiarity with the lick.
Yeah, the 18 adjectives he uses, we got a pretty good description.
Okay. So we get to probe around. You have a feeling that King Muck is right there.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Come here, boy.
Let's see, what can I do here? Because I can't see him, right?
No. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a little
okay.
kind of a mound within the mud. You have an idea that he looks like he's there.
I look at Marina and Kyler and I'm like pointing at the thing, not being like extremely loud since I'm right next to him, but like, you know, wait. Well, if he didn't wake up from Marina, then I guess, you know,
Randy, you got
he's
a
right
vision,
here.
right?
By the way,
Fireball.
I don't. If I still had my action, I just might, but
I know.
Okay, so taking your
Yeah.
action to concentrate on that, and you're pointing down. So Marina, because you're not technically like directly engaged, you can probably get that information from what Ica is demonstrating to you. Kyler, you got a giant toad right in front of you that's slowly turned
Yeah.
around. You just struck it, so it's a little bit difficult for you on that side.
What? I could take the fucking door next time.
Anything else on your turn, Ica?
nope.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Kind of a shove and a move as the head begins to poke outwards from the spot. Looks left and looks right. Dives down.
Rip.
Maestro, you're up.
Okay.
That ping was. So, did you get that ping, Ika?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll move here, and then looks like everything is resolved here. So I'm just gonna have there's the wrong thing tab. I'm gonna have Ishtar finish off the one that's holding it, because I believe grapple does not prevent you from attacking or impose
You
anything
have
on it.
advantage on the strike. Grapple does not impose advantage or disadvantage. It is a glow right now because it was just hit with 8 guiding. So you have to hold down Alt and fire away.
Okay.
At 20! Lots of damage coming up.
Natural 20.
30 points of damage. You see it's kind of grappled on the mouth. The wire comes straight through the creature, coming outside of its body, going in and then outside of its body at the backside and retracting. So the creature tumbled down, dead, no longer grappled. Stars.
Okay. Ishtar can move 40. I've only moved that much. How far can I get Ishtar? I can see all of that. Ishtar has another attack. Is it within its range? Right? That
Yep.
should be alright.
It is a large-sized creature. It's within 10 feet of you.
Cool. She's gonna send out the second attack then.
Okay.
And this is just a normal one, right?
Yes. Well, actually, technically, it's advantage as well because it was hit by a guiding bolt and no one else is swinging it yet. So you have to hold on Alt and swing.
Okay. Alt and swing again.
28 is going to hit. Deals a total of 14 points of force damage as he comes through, whipping it around, slicing, finishing off its neck as large amounts of guts and bowels begin to disperse from this creature. Dead.
Alright, that's it for me.
Alright. Kyle, you're up.
Yeah, I'll just hang out.
Alright.
I don't know. I don't see
hanging
anything.
up.
Yeah, I'll just pass.
Okay. Pass away. Marina, you're up.
It's been less than a minute, right? Since my last, or like 2 turns ago. I should still have the thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think what I could say to lure King Muck out.
At this point, I'm just about to grab him with my bare hands.
Just gonna reach into the water. Come here.
Yeah.
Technically, right now,
Um,
Ika is the only one that can sense where King Buck is.
Mhm.
Yeah, we know he's, or at least Marina knows he's in here somewhere because she saw him.
Yeah, Marina
last turn,
believes
but-
that, but Marina would believe that King Muck is still within the space
Right
that
there.
Ika has pointed.
Yeah. She's gonna say in her still 3 times as loud voice, she's just gonna say, come out and maybe we can still negotiate instead of just killing you and taking what we want. And that'll, I will save my action or hold my action to attack King Muck if he shows up and does something hostile, like if he attacks someone.
All right, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Nice.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Rock, sure.
Alright, well, would I be able to get any sense of direction of, like,
Based on your distance, like it was trying to be quiet and secretive, right? About that demonstration where King Muck is. So you currently have no idea. You can try rolling perception if you'd like.
well, let's see. Probably figured he was in one of the mounds in this room, so
Yeah, I mean, you have an idea that they were
Yeah.
emerging from that,
Right.
from those things. Yeah, so you have an idea that it's like, okay, they're emerging, then maybe King Muck will emerge.
So we're just gonna go for this home run hit here. All right. So control water says it's 100-foot area, right?
Oh my god.
And part water says it can create a trench that covers the entire area. So I'm gonna just create a big old trench here of water.
You could. What's your character's intelligence?
Above average, 16.
So there, you could lift the actual water up.
I thought about. I wasn't sure how it would have worked though.
Yeah. So what right now what's happening is the creature is technically in water, but it's submerged itself within the mud. You can actually control water at this point, and you can lift the water up, and that would basically lift any creature that is within the mud up and out of the
Okay.
actual mud layer. So that would
Let's
be,
just lift this whole thing up.
you literally just lift,
Oh my
lift
God.
all the water up briefly for a
Yeah.
period, right? And then you can lower it down, and then he'll just like splash down upon the actual surface.
I could control it for I think it's like 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, so you can do that. So you are concentrating on something else, I believe.
Yep. I'm breaking the enhanceability. Yeah.
Okay, so you're breaking enhanceability. I'll delete that off then.
No, we don't need it anymore. That plan went out the window.
Yeah.
So you need to lay down a template. If it does, I can delete it though. So
Yeah. No, I just disabled that.
okay. So as you're out, you see the water begin to move and slosh around. As you begin to command, it begins to become malleable with your force, and as you begin to kind of rise it upwards, you see that the water plane just the level just begins to slowly increase, and then the large kind of almost like a pop, like a cork, right? It goes the large splash everywhere as water is going to and fro, getting everyone quite wet. You see King Muck kind of land like a fish out of water right upon the actual mud layer, and just like kind of like slightly there, that begins to pick himself up and looks around left and right. Is anybody going to attack King Muck?
I'm gonna use my stasis on him.
I'm gonna chop his little legs off. No, I'm
That was threatening. We're going to continue with the combat then.
No.
Is anybody going to attack King Muck? Everyone?
No,
Nope.
we got him.
All right, we're going to end combat there. As we end combat, Ica, you cast stasis. Go ahead. Fails with a 4.
My
I'm gonna
man.
walk up, and I'm gonna take the thing and just take it off of him.
All right.
I'm just gonna take the whole amulet.
So you're taking it around his big... Or you're just going to try to break it off? Or take the stone
Does
out?
it? Would my
Do you want me
claws
to
be good enough
try
to
it
take the stone out? I mean, you can come over here. It only lasts a couple seconds, so you're gonna have to be fast.
Can I try and pry it out with my thieves' tools, or like?
Yeah, roll Thieves' Tools.
I prepare the backup option with the axe.
15. You take it out.
All right, never mind.
Oh, wait, did I roll twice? Oops.
See, as it
Didn't
comes
mean
to
to
you
roll
now.
it twice, but yeah. All right.
Okay, I can see things now.
Trade.
Currently within your possession.
I'm gonna go to the loot pile.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't
Did
get
you
my
put-
trade.
Did you put the replacement in there?
I will. Yeah. Can I try and
Well-
like sleight of hand so he doesn't notice?
Well, I can stasis him again.
How long does stasis last?
Until the end of my next turn. Which
Yeah, so you have to
I
do
guess-
another one then.
6
Okay.
seconds.
Succeeds with a 21. So you
Again.
cast stasis.
I have
Are
5
you-
uses.
Are you going for a reroll, or are you going for just to cast another one?
I guess, isn't it like the same thing? He's gonna have to roll again either way.
Yeah,
actually-
but there's time between.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to do it like right as fast as possible.
All right, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand then. King Muck will be in between that stasis, so stasis has not been achieved. 19. Not you, Ike. I need a sleight hand for Marina, because Marina's putting this.
Oh,
Oh,
Dang it.
sorry. I don't know why
You're good.
I. All right.
Good roll though, Ika.
thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Yeah.
actually really, really good.
Tried.
Now,
Of course.
Oh, okay.
So as you throw down
Alright.
stasis, you
Can I
remove
do
the
it?
stone. It comes to. As you cast another one, you seem to not be incapacitated. You go in for a sleight of hand, Marina, and you begin to kind of do, and you see King Book smack it out of the way. As he does, goes incapacitated.
Whatever. It doesn't matter if he knows or not at this point.
Sorry about that.
Maybe
I had
he'll forget
my
about it. He
connection
doesn't seem
issues.
very smart.
Yeah.
You're with us?
I'm gonna take a couple steps
Yeah, I'm
back.
with us. I'm with everyone. I don't know why Marina decided to try to disconnect and reconnect like 20 times, but yeah. So what I understood before I disconnected is that Ferrex became like Moses for a minute.
Yeah, so Farax controlled water and lifted King Muck out of the water.
Okay. I'm going to put away Ishtar
Solve his
then,
accounts.
and I'm
Okay.
just gonna go over to the pile with not Ferox. This is Kyler and Ika, and I'm just gonna open up my bag of holding and start stuffing all the shit in.
My God, we're turning
Oh.
evil.
No longer stasis. Begins to croak loud. Very loud. His croak is 10 times
Uh-oh.
as powerful as the rest.
I'm going to run over here and
Oh.
shift control water now. Instead of lifting this water up, I'm just going to create a trench around this hut.
Nice.
Trench.
In my booming 3 times as loud voice, I'm gonna say silence if you want to live.
Box up 5 feet. Roll intimidation.
Right.
That's what these strategies.
See
My
fear
rolls today.
fear overcoming the face. Looks towards the treasure, looks towards you. Another croak emerges, this time different. Stops.
You made him too scared.
It's like, never mind, don't come. Everything's good. All clear.
Looks towards you, Ferox. Looks at the spoon in your hand.
We're friends.
Listen, King Muck, I'm really sorry about this, but I promise you, it's for the good of all of your people. When we're done here, we're gonna make sure those things that come up from the ground can't come up from the ground anymore.
Your people attacked us first, just for the record.
Looks
I'm
at you.
sorry, I love all of this.
For what it's worth.
I need to find something valuable to make up for him stealing my alcohol.
I think
Sorry.
maybe killing a bunch of his people makes up for that.
Trespassers.
That was not a fair trade. That was too easy.
Trespassers.
I mean, I'm still invisible. I've never attacked, so pretty much it just looks like some of all this shit is just going into an invisible void.
You guys have like 9 minutes left.
So, as you begin to gather up the treasure, I'm just going to go ahead and count a value that's obtained within the pile, as
Okay.
well as an item of particular interest potentially. So, as you gather up the actual gold and trinkets and things, what you're finding here is that nothing resembles that of like blatant magic. Like, there's nothing in here that's like a wand or a ring even, or like a cloak. It's just large amounts of like gems and gold, and then all the hodgepodge of like weird trinkets you'd imagine like personal items, right? There's definitely like a fear of magic that you've gotten the sense of, and now you're getting that as well from the booming voice of this magical presence, right? And that's aiding to the intimidation and submission of these creatures. The actual gold that is within this pile is roughly 4,700 gold pieces. So I'll paste that in the
Oh, yeah.
chat.
Are we taking all of his money?
I absolutely am. We'll split that with Kyler unless Ica is also doing that.
I would
And
like
that's in-
some also, please. I'm
That's
very
in
poor.
gold and the gems, right? And then the other trinkets that you might quickly scan and find valuable, right? That's kind of thrown in there. Everything else is kind of beer money, for lack of a better word. And what the other item, and this catches those with the high arcana that are looting currently, which is Ica, I believe, and Maestro, is that there is a really weird spyglass. The spyglass is covered in runes of an Elvish dialect language. It is gold accents with a green cover over it. So it's kind of have a green cover right over it, and then these gold accents of metal trimming to where it could be pulled out and in, and then those runes kind of cover that greenish trimming, right? And the glass itself seems to be quite exquisite. So you're gonna take that?
Yeah, I just got it. I'm not gonna argue.
I need fucking something because I got robbed earlier.
I mean, at least half the
take
gold
the
is yours.
I am very poor.
And I will
Like some bad
we'll
financial
divvy it out.
decisions,
We'll
Marina.
divvy it out after we get out of here. How about that?
Oh, I'm already
Yeah.
pocketing stuff. I was over here fucking searching, so I'm gonna take like 300 gold.
I take the two sapphires back.
Okay. So that's like 4,400 for to divvy out the rest of it later. Is what I'm understanding.
I don't fucking care. I just want my fucking gold for the alcohol.
Okay. Then yeah.
The rest is yours.
Okay. So for now, the gold is just in the bag of holding, and then I'll divvy out to Marina and everybody else later.
Sounds good.
Poggers.
Get out of here.
Break that little fucking frog's legs.
I'm gonna
Fucking hungry.
pat
Snack.
Big Muck on the
Yeah.
head.
Actually, I'm gonna take his crown.
Oh my
His
Oh,
fucking crown.
that's just
You're gonna
mean.
have
No,
You're
no,
You're
now
gonna
right
have the
now.
crown.
No, now I know what. That's the fucking trade. He took my alcohol. I'm taking the fucking crown. Trade. Fucking taking
Fair
the crown.
enough.
Split
He's
this
gonna be.
bitch.
You're the one who wanted to come here, and you took his crown away.
I mean, I still got what I came here for.
I mean, now you have the crown of the Mucklucks and the belt of the Frost Giants. You're just
I will-
collecting
I
now.
will be a fucking god of every land by the end of this campaign. Everyone will obey me.
Alright. So the spyglass is in your inventory. I'm
Cool.
not entirely sure what it does. It is listed as a tool.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Kylo, you obtain the crown. You can call it the Muckluck crown. It is of very low value.
Gives me a +7 to my ace. No.
Maximum fetching
It
of
has
5
high
gold.
sentimental value.
It's a trophy. That's what it is. It's a fucking
It's
trophy.
not about the goal.
With
Yes.
the crown, you see King Buck going down
It's
to the
about the
D's.
message.
Slides raises the hands. Friends! Ah! He gets to moan loud.
Alright.
I'm gonna put the
I'm
crown
still
on my head.
visible. I'm dipping. Like I'm waiting for rocks to like get
Yeah.
our right to go.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Friends.
Just wait outside a moment for me.
All right.
Alright, I'm checking alignments currently, just FYI.
Oh,
I am
no.
chaotic neutral.
Rocks,
Thank
you-
God.
Have any spare metal on you? Anything?
I got robbed. It was just.
Just
I didn't.
I got a
I-
knife.
I could have
did
killed
nothing
him.
that wasn't
Yeah,
necessary.
Hand it here. I hold out my hand to take the knife away from you.
Alright, Marina, I need you to make a percentile dice roll.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. How do I even do that?
You should be able to see
D100.
it's just D100 is what it is. And you should see the two icons. It's the far right of the chat box. So I can automatically populate that box for you if you need to.
Can I take the knife. I take a knife that I have. Actually, I have a lot of knives. Why do I have so many knives on me? I have 3 knives.
From
Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna cast Fabricate and make them into a crown for him.
Oh, I have a shield too, a +1 shield.
Oh, if you want to give
This
that
dude
to
gets
me.
robbed of a
I don't use
5
it.
gold crown, and you guys are giving him a +1 shield.
You're giving a
Well,
+1 shield to King Mud?
Well, it was originally gonna be a knifed crown, but anyways, yeah, I used the metal and the knives to make him a crown, and then I put it back on his head, and then I'm gonna walk out.
Listen, once everybody's gone. Really sorry about that. I'm gonna pull out 500 gold and an extra sapphire. Just drop it at his feet.
Oh my god.
Looks at the gold and the sapphire as his tongue slowly rolls outwards. Goes loose for a little bit and snaps back in. He looks at the treasure on the ground. Quickly gathers up into a hoard and carries it back over to the chair he calls his throne. As he does, he lops it down next to the chair. He sits down, begins to cry.
We
The
made
man
him
just
so
got
sad.
scragged. That man just got
I
scragged so
feel
bad.
so bad.
I don't.
There's a
I
friend. I
made
got
him a new
robbed.
crown.
No. You guys traded earlier. I got
As you
robbed.
come out of the exit of the structure, you see surrounding you with this trenches sustained still many of the bullywugs and toads, their heads popping above, looking and analyzing, addressing the situation as well as the moans. Slight fear about them as you emerge. They kind of move backwards in the water as these ripples begin to shimmer and shake. They all begin to croak and moan as well.
I feel so bad.
Rox, can you get us out of here, please?
We're gonna need to be quick. Yep, owls come out.
Mount up.
Deuces.
They make no effort to attack you as you board. The owls begin to fly off. Just going to go ahead and get us back onto this particular map.
We're terrible people.
Feel
Begin to
so
take flight,
bad.
heading from the kind of central area of the Muckluck, as where as you the swamps. You see many of these other huts in the distance, or surrounding you in this large kind of lake kind of floodplain area here. And you're just kind of hovering at this point, right? You're above, you're seeing all the huts and the slight dim lighting if they have any, and this is massive kind of area around you. You see the tower, Norsatra. You also can stretch and see large towering trees and this large fog bank, but in the kind of the backdrop, the trees begin to kind of disperse, and there's some maybe structures or a body of water that's kind of sunken down further to the southwest of you. That's pretty much what you can see currently. With the massive amounts of fog, especially now that the sun has completely set. It's dark. It's difficult to see. Before we get into anything else, we'll go ahead and take another quick break. We already took one, so we can call. I don't know how long you all let you all decide that. How long you all want to take a break for? So
Cool, like a fiver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sure. 5 minute break. Okay. 5 minute break.
All right.
Drinks and whatnot. So we'll be back in 5 minutes if
Yeah.
you're watching. Thanks so much, and we'll be back. welcome back.
What did you find?
For watching. Thanks so much for coming in the second half here in the last hour or so. Finish off the session as King Muck has been removed of his crown and his treasures, as well as several of his people. The party currently flies on owls high above the Muckluck's flat kind of swampland, this low marsh area. The water's sunken down, encompasses a great much of the marsh of Unveiling, and not sure what they do next. What is the plan?
We got the thing. I think we should just find a safe place to rest.
Go look for a safe place to rest.
Well, we're going there, right?
Where?
No.
We only have an hour. And how far away? Where?
No, I was just asking general, like overall, like were we heading in that direction after this?
Yes.
Well, I mean, we were, but now that we have all of the Blackstones, our options are open.
Yeah, I can't remember why we were going over there if we were.
Help.
Oh, people need help?
No, for us. Potentially help for us.
Fuck them kids. Yeah, let's find a place to rest.
So probably like, just maybe thinking that, you know, the Mucklucks probably wouldn't want to get too close to areas of undead, and this is closer to undead areas.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we use magic and rob them for their phones, so yeah.
They got me for my phones.
Alright. So you're kind of flying. As you do, come into, as trees begin to kind of grow, and you see kind of this large kind of the body of water begin to end and slowly creep in. Still submerged in water in this space. There is still about a foot, 2 feet of water within this space. The trees kind of there, but there are plenty of large roots of the trees as they're uprooted, potentially climb up in and sleep in the trees, or even the large roots as they're out of the body of water. Something rather interesting, as there is things moving in this body of water. I need everyone to roll perceptions as you come down, landing with the owls, spell now dissipating away as you are clinging to the trees and the edges of the roots.
Look like revenge.
Should have roleplayed Trisha through that, man.
Oh, God.
No, she understands that we're here on a very important mission. She remembers the dragon.
We just told Trisha to stay on the float while.
Yeah, stay on the float. That's right.
She just hears booming voices, fucking
So,
flesh being
Maestro
cut.
and for rocks, your perceptions are high enough. Appears to be large leeches in this body of water encompassing as they're kind of moving and shifting themselves.
Hit the water?
Yeah.
We sleep in the trees.
So you are not in the water currently. You land on the roots in the trees themselves. Just giving you an idea of being in the water here might be the greatest idea. So,
Trees looking fire as fuck right now.
creatures, you hear large amounts of just marshland critters moving around as well in the trees, and some of the birds and things. It's kind of alive in the night. You all begin to take a long rest, trying to find what space you can. Anybody going to taking watch? Okay, got first watch. Who's taking second watch?
I can take second.
Second
fucking
watch.
bird.
Just take a third watch.
Line us some of that.
I guess I'll take it, and
Take
I'm gonna try and learn a new spell.
Third watch. All right, learn a new spell. Fourth watch. Anybody? Any takers?
Yeah,
Once?
I got
Once,
it.
twice? Yeah, fourth
got
watch.
it.
What about? Can we get a fifth watch? Can we get a fifth watch? Can we involve the whole party in this?
I'll take fifth watch.
Come on, we
yeah.
got a fifth watch. We got a fifth watch. All right, sold. All right.
Kylie Marina like stayed for 30 minutes each. All right, bye.
Before we all
Kyler,
bed down,
you go
though,
for it.
I think we should have a discussion.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna try and learn Dimension Door. I'm so sad.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Of course, I would roll that.
Oh,
Heartbreak.
that hurts.
So Marina will give the Blackstone to Ferox.
Right, now that we got this last sword, what should we do with it? Are we gonna follow through with our deal, Gurgosh?
It's tough. I don't think that's a good idea. But the Bane of Berry thing can't do anything right now. It's not that we need it, I think. It's just that it helps a lot.
I mean, he wants to get rid of the dragons, so maybe maybe he could help us with it, but I don't know. I wouldn't trust him.
I wouldn't trust him either.
Yes, I believe he would help, but I believe he's more interested in getting rid of competition than helping us for our means.
I would also rather not fight him, though, because we would die.
I don't
I'm
know
gonna just
about
look
that.
at Marina and say, "Isn't that why you and Tenzin signed
Yeah.
I mean,
We very proudly
We wanna-
said we were the dragon
we-
slayers.
we want to kill dragons. That's an ancient black dragon.
No
An ancient
problem.
Maybe-
black dragon that cares about itself quite a bit. And if we have the only key to its mortality, might not want to fight.
It's true. I mean, don't get me wrong. We'll kill some dragons. Just I mean, I know you guys have all your magic items and shit. We're kind of just normal people with like normal weapons. I'm not sure me and Tenzin would hold our own against an ancient dragon.
I look into the bag of holding. I mean, we can fix that.
We did just take a sizable sum from King Muck, so
True. I mean, admittedly, adventuring with you guys has gotten us into a little more shit than we were expecting. So having something to help us hold our own would certainly be welcome.
And we can certainly do that.
Yeah, thanks.
So where do you
That'd
guys know the
be
nearest magical
cool.
blacksmith?
the nearest magic
I
store.
guess, yeah, because the only way we got a magical greatsword from a beholder, and then some frost giants gave us +1 to my great axe and some shields. So that's all we really have.
The market's in Othema. If you got a good eye for things, you might be able to find something.
Yeah, I mean, just you know, just it doesn't have to be right away, but it would be cool if we find something that would work for either one of us, or if we find someone selling magic items or something, that would definitely be a help.
That is an option, but we may not necessarily have to do all of that. I am proficient with a great many, if not the great majority, if not all of the smithing tools one might use. If you get me the materials, I might be able to make you something.
Oh, that certainly is an option. It's pretty cool.
Ishtar
That,
doesn't just
or,
pop out of nowhere.
I'd still like to stop. It's a lot out of our way, but Baldur could be a good place to spend our gold, and we could talk to Magella there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Aika, have you looked at that spyglass thing yet?
Not yet. I'll go ahead and look into it. I'll cast Identify on it.
Okay. So as you cast Identify on it, Detect. So the spyglass, using it as a tool, the spyglass itself actually gives +10 as a tool bonus to cartography tools. Is what it relates to. What this spyglass does that's different than a normal one is that it seems to be able to see invisible creatures
Ooh.
on its use as an action.
Could have been
That's
helpful
pretty
a
good.
couple days ago.
Well,
Oh, that bitch got her fade ran.
where did you good with cartographer's tools? Anything? Anyone?
I don't think I am. I'm good with a lot of things, that is not one of them, I don't believe. Leather workers, smith workers, carpenters, tinkers, weavers. No, not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, not me either. Pretty cool though.
So, what's the plan now?
Good night.
Sleep.
We're all
Figure
sleeping.
out. Well, sleep. Watch.
It's for
Figure out
Sleep watch,
future
sleep
us
watch.
to figure out.
So, Michael, I do actually
Yep.
have a question.
So,
How do I do the recovery for Ishtar? 'Cause I
yeah,
see the
so
action,
so
but how
basically
do I
you're
actually-
just so it's basically hit die. It's just like a short rest, right? So you're doing
Okay.
a short rest. You're just going to be rolling the pool of hit die that's been provided. So you just like click that ability, right, and it's just going to roll a hit die off. Or you can just mass do it, and if you want 8 of them, and just roll them off because you're going to get it back after the rest.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So, okay.
So you
What
can just
is-
roll. You can just roll all of them and get as much as you can, and then you can do the long rest. And you'll get all that. back.
Okay. I just gotta make sure of Ishtar's hit die right now.
Well, it's based off of your stuff.
My intelligence or something.
No, so here, so there is so you can regenerate your puppet's core by spending a pool of its own hit die equivalent to your level and class to recover hit points.
Okay, so it's hit die or 1d8s. Got it. So I'll roll that then. And I can do that 8 times. Okay, 8d8. Got it. I'll just roll 8d8 and then recover them because of the new day.
Okay. Yeah, and then what is Ishtar's Constitution right now? +1.
I believe it is.
Yeah, so you get +1 for each of the rolls. So that'd be +8 to that roll.
So 52.
44 +8. Yep.
Alright, 52 hit points back, so at 60. Damn near max. Cool. Not fully repaired, but close enough that I'm not scared to over-operate her. And then a long rest for myself as well. Okay.
During the first watch, then I guess probably pondering all the options for a bit. We're gonna just fuse it.
You're gonna fuse it.
Yep.
All right. So as you kind of bring it
Nice.
to, it begins liquefying. As it does, it begins reforms itself, forms into the shape of a hexagonal prism. You don't know what that looks like. It's just kind of a cylinder-looking thing with a hexagon as it comes through. And as it does that, it almost is near translucent at this point, resembling that of a glass with a tint of black of a shade. There's also a little bit of a fog or mist that kind of falls off of it, kind of just ever flowing. A voice reaches out. Down below, and retreats itself.
Did I say down below?
Correct.
I look down. We're up in the trees, though.
Be friends
look
with the
down.
leeches.
Eel or Alicia.
You look down and you just see leeches.
Hey, now the last time you spoke, you said not to swing a sword, and now you say to look down. Can you talk in full sentences?
Nothing happens.
You're kind of getting shafted.
I know.
I talked to mine and it worked.
Okay.
Rather straightforward. I guess Ferox is as cryptic as
Yeah.
all hell.
Kyler is like a lying bitch now. Just making shit up.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this thing was giving me so much advice.
Yep, that's all I got. Yep.
Well, during
Okay.
my watch, I want to further investigate the Chaos Crystal
Okay.
and see if I can figure out either a function or like a weakness to the magic that's in it.
Function or weakness.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Wow.
So, you know that you can potentially put magic within it and store it. It seems to be able to have that.
Yeah.
Weakness could be just to shatter the crystal, go away. But after that would happen, who knows what the water would do. Other than that, from your kind of information thus far, you're kind of just building upon it as best as you can. There doesn't seem to be an apparent weakness currently.
Dang. Yeah, that's all I got.
Kyler,
Alright,
please make a perception check.
Me?
You.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
I'm going through the cycles of watch.
Yep. I told you it's gonna be bad.
All right.
Called my shot.
Anybody else doing anything on their watch?
Clearly,
I
I'm
would
just
like
looking at my
to-
fucking feet.
I would like to investigate the crystal core some more and see if I can't figure out a way to integrate it to Ishgard to upgrade her.
All right, please make an Arcana check.
Yes, sir.
So you believe, following along with your upgrades that you could do for Ishtar that we discussed, you potentially can make that upgrade of boosting, I believe, Constitution. Let's see. I'll open up your class here.
Yeah, I gotta pull down to the stat block. For Constitution, it would be.
You can bump up to the Constitution to 16.
Alright, so the diamond dusted exterior, except use this instead. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'll do that another day.
Okay.
Or another time.
Okay.
Okay. That's all I'm doing on my watch.
All right.
I mean,
With that, long rest is concluded. Morning embraces you all. Nothing happens particularly on your watch, Marina, as you are there while everyone kind of wakes up, and nothing seems to be amiss.
Once everyone is awake, I'm gonna take out the key thing that I got from King Mac. You said it's a ring and a key?
It's just a ring, or sorry, it's just a key. But there
Just a key.
is, yeah, just a key. But there is a kind of a symbol or sigil that is
Right.
partial at this point. That
I
seems
gotcha,
to be,
okay.
yeah.
So she's gonna pass it around and see if anyone recognizes the sigil thing.
Okay.
alright. Do we have to roll like investigation or history, I guess?
You can
I'll
try
give it a go.
rolling. Yeah, I can try rolling history. You can check to roll for this. You can try rolling investigation to see if it matches anything you currently have in your possessions. Right? You're like trying to match up and things, but history check would probably be the first thing to go to.
Okay. I'll give it a go. No, isn't that one? I know nothing about this.
Hey,
Twice.
21.
both good rolls.
History check. Rocks 23. So first off, Ica with a 27. You
It was
actually
22.
22.
Yeah, it rolled twice.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if it showed, but
22. So as you roll a 22 history check, you currently have in possession the spyglass. You've just identified it. You're probably piecing together the history of that item. You have the key now. You look at the symbol and the sigil that what it was, and it seems as though it's much of a larger rune that's currently inscribed in repetitive sequence upon the spyglass.
oh. Gotcha.
You said they're elvish roots?
It's an Elvish dialect, but it's not Elvish.
Ah.
So it has it basically is, if you were looking through writings of Elvish, you're going to find common syntax, like different structures of the actual letters and things.
I'm
Right.
gonna go
But it's
to
not Elvish.
Ferox and see if they can help me read it, like decipher this.
I speak Elvish too. Just by the
I-
way.
I also speak Elvish, and I
But
can't
yeah,
read it.
it's not not helpful for us. Yeah. Marina's gonna tag along if that's cool.
Rox, you have a 23 history check. Your history, based off of this, and having spent time within the tower of one of the towers of Mosantris and Norsantris, what you're currently in, that these two items are Thixian. The language that's roped is Sylvan. The way the runes on the spyglass demonstrate is that they are detailing magic runes upon the particular item to be able to perceive or pierce through the veil, so to speak, see into another space beyond. It's unclear as to why this magic item was originally created, right? What purpose it was, but it's here. It's here now. Key you've never seen before, and just piecing together because it's been missing the different pieces and things is a bit difficult. From what you can understand is that it goes towards a door of a tower. Now, what door of which tower is unknown?
Okay.
It seems
I
to have
don't
some relation to Morsatra, which has been defined as the Fey Council that oversaw things.
Mm.
That was given by Paxina.
Cool.
Gonna just ignore the racism on the half elf over here during the whole spyglass thing. My mother taught me Sylvan, but nobody seems to ask, so great, thanks.
All I'm good for is hitting things.
Thanks, guys. Fucking, yeah, I get it. Cool.
Next time you read my toad, don't call me.
Yeah, next time I'll fucking just let the toad swallow. I don't give a fuck.
Sorry.
Come on, Kyler's never been about his backstory. It's like, oh, how'd you get your gem? I fucking won it in a fight. Just moved on. I don't talk about myself.
Yeah.
Imagine
All
talking
Marina
about
really
yourself.
knows about Kyler is that he hits things.
Yep, that's all you
And-
guys need to know.
That's
And
about
he's sad that
the
his
same
horse
as what
died.
Ica knows.
You can't
One
forget
day.
about his horse.
We know something about, the dad thing.
I wonder.
I know.
Nobody's asked me about that yet. That's the interesting part.
Listen,
Yeah, I mean, Ica offered to talk to you about it, but you didn't seem to want to talk
Well-
because you were really upset about it.
It was a little bit in the heat of the moment. We were also on a time crunch.
Yeah,
Maestro
we
also
had
wears a
things to
mask
do.
and hasn't revealed his name, so it's not really much for digging into other people's stuff.
Yeah, it was a rough day. Lost my horse. Visions of my dad. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
New people
Okay.
came along and were like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" It was a rough day. Okay, lost an arm wrestling contest.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah,
It just kept going downhill for him. on
it
that day.
did. Yeah, I have like swings, right? Go really high and like, kill a dragon super quickly, and then I just emotional
Yeah.
wreck. Very complex character.
There is something I would like to do before we start setting out. I want to take a look at that compass I got and see where it's pointing. Like, is it acting like a normal compass, or is it just pointing in its same direction or something?
Seems to be pointing, in particular, right in your current location, to the south, a little bit east.
And we're currently here, correct?
Correct. That's correct.
So it's not acting as a normal compass would. It's not pointing like north or anything. It's pointing towards something.
Correct.
You got robbed too. We gave you a broken ass compass.
Okay. Ica actually does magic, so I'm gonna ask Ica if he could see if he could identify this, if it's something special as well, because it doesn't act as a normal compass.
Sure, I'll start casting identify on it while we all get ready for whatever we're about to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you work on casting Identify upon the compass that's here. First thing to note on the Identify after you finish ritualizing and getting the cast off is that the metal itself, it seems to be rather odd. It's not necessarily metal, comprised of some other material, which seems to be lightning resistant. The actual stone at the center doesn't seem to be from this particular plane. What it's translating to is pointing at what is the site of congruence.
Of what?
That's pointing at the site of congruence.
Oh, congruent. Okay, I cut out. That's why I was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so I was like, wait, what?
Side of congruence.
I'll relay this to everyone else after finishing up, and yeah. So, what's the plan here? Do you?
Now about that gold.
Okay.
All right.
So felt
Now
so
that we
bad,
have a
but
little
How
about
are you gonna
that gold.
split up the gold?
Maestro's not gonna hold back on it. So Kyler already took 300. He was good, right? So that's 4,400 left.
Marina will split whatever her share is with Tenzin.
I mean, I'm really like Maestro wants a good cut, but he's like not gonna like fight the party
Said it's
about it.
4,400.
Yeah, well, you took 300
Yeah.
because it was
Oh yeah.
47.
Yeah, no, I got 18,000 gold. That's all you guys.
Okay, so what about Ica and Ferox?
Yep.
I'll take some.
Okay, so you want some Ica? I'm not sorry, Ferox.
I'll take my cut. Just let you know after this is all over. I'm probably just going to give it back.
I mean, it's your choice. I don't
Your
particularly
gold.
understand why, but okay. So Ica, Ferox, myself, Tintin, and Mariana. Is it Maria or Mariana? I keep fucking it up.
Marina, like the
Marina.
boat thing.
Okay, Marina. The dock?
Yeah, because she was born in a desert, so it's funny.
Oh. So that's 4,400. Calculator, I'm not going to do this math. Four. That's too many fours. 5. Oh, yeah, it's actually good math. 880 gold pieces each.
Nice.
How much?
So 880. 880. If I'm not enunciating.
Matthew, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to convert it to platinum. I don't want to drag this around for long.
Does Linus want to cut? What does an owl do with gold?
I'll give Linus my gold and silver brush that I got.
Oh, master, this is beautiful, master.
Okay.
Well,
May I
got it
use
from,
it, master?
Yes, that's why I'm giving it to you.
Begins to slowly comb your hair. So doing, you notice that it is a magical comb.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
What?
no!
Okay.
As soon
Alright, I
as
never
it
want to hear anybody guilt me for robbing that motherfucker. Okay,
begins
everyone got
to
something
start,
magical.
you see as it forms
Bullshit.
perfect brush strokes. Linus lets go. Now the comb is just combing your hair. Now Linus,
Yeah.
Linus begins to slowly become sad. Andrew is doing it for me.
No.
Can I grab it?
Like-
Does it just keep going?
You can grab it and stop it.
Yeah, I'll grab it and just give him the old one back.
Andrew.
It's whatever.
I gave him the best gift, the one he loved the most, and I didn't get shit. No.
Slowly smiles, begins now to comb you. Happy.
Okay.
I'll take the magic comb if you're not gonna use it because Linus wants
Yeah.
to do
I,
the job.
yeah, sure.
Nice.
Absolutely
72.
rob that man for his phones, no doubt.
Tenzin's hair is long and it gets tangled. And it's a bitch to brush through. So
Should have broke that little fucker's legs.
Oh my god.
You better not see me again. You better not, I swear to God.
Kyler's like, it's on site.
Yeah, it's no. It's,
What did he actually give you? Because I don't.
he didn't give me
remember.
anything. No, that's what I mean. Like, I literally tried to negotiate to get the black gem, and then he just went into the tub and started drinking. I didn't even get anything. He said no. And he didn't even offer me like a counter. He just said, no, I'm just gonna drink. So you know what? No, you're not gonna try to check my morals or whatever. Like, no, he robbed me. I got my fair share. 300 gold pieces. I'm out. I see him. It's on site.
You also got his crown. Don't forget that.
Oh, that shit. No, that was to demoralize him. That one I will take a hit on. Yeah, that's fair. That was out of spite.
I mean,
isn't
Might
that
as well
most
just
of
be
what Kyler
extra.
does?
No, good guy.
Bite.
I don't care if I have to.
like Maestro's not even gonna moralize all that. Like,
speaking
he's
of-
like, I just took the money because it was there, and we were already like killing
Yeah.
folk. Like, whatever. Make
speaking
the
of
best
fight-
out of that situation, but go on.
That dragon's different. So I guess Ica and Ferox. I guess you two are the only one who know. What was it? Ethrin. He didn't have purple and pink lightning. He had a like shimmering shield over him. And then that was gone when I hit him with the sword, and then wasn't there with the stone complete. So I don't know what this pink. I mean, we already seen it from the tree god thing.
Does the stone look complete?
Are you focusing on the stone and wondering if it's complete?
Yeah. Now that Kyler mentioned it.
At least make a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet.
If it's trying to talk to me, I'll let it.
Not budging.
Roll your saving throw. So.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It seems to be complete, and as you begin to focus and draw your attention to it, there is another. Presence. It's moving about, and then slowly goes away. Not sure if it was from the stone, outside around you. It's unclear.
Kind of looking around paranoid. Get a sense that somebody's watching us.
How is that possible?
I mean, I'm gonna start looking around because it's like we're in a fucking tree if somebody's watching
Just
us.
a bunch of fucking leeches. What you mean?
Leeches below, but we did hear woodland creatures and stuff, but you know, we're in unfamiliar territory.
Roll
I will
perception.
roll that.
You're looking around.
Yeah, please. I rolled a nat
Yeah,
one.
I
Someone
gotta
pick this
look
up.
I'm gonna try, definitely.
Okay, that's a 7.
Yeah, we ain't perceptive.
I mean,
I don't have my
am-
glasses on.
Let's,
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
I'm the 16. I'm gonna slap
Do it
my
again.
feature on.
fuck yeah, 15.
Give me one moment. I shouldn't have closed my sheet. Where is it? It's only on a skill check, ability check that uses a skill. So skill checks. I don't know why it says it like that. Wait.
That was what we got right
There we
here.
go. So yes, there we go.
22.
Yeah.
Maestro, 22. So you looking around the best you can. You notice there's a slight shimmering effect the distance far through the trees. Just faintly.
I'll tell Ica to point his new spyglass that way and take a look.
Please make a roll with the
Uh,
spyglass.
What do I roll for that?
Just click it.
Oh, I got it.
I can put it on backwards.
Yes. 32.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Shit. Jesus.
So as you look through the spyglass, you notice as it zooms in for you in your distance, encompassing a great many feet. You see about 350 feet flying very fast away from you appears to be a large winged bat through the trees, being rode by something, as it is through this shimmering shadowy effect of invisibility as it's being held constant, continues to move, headed for the south, a little bit east.
Oh no.
Nightwing. Headed southeast.
Well, I guess it knows the jig's up.
And the compass is also pointing that way too.
You know, funny thing, Kyler. My stone didn't really talk to me, but the last words, the only words it spoke to me were like "down below." I don't know what that means.
Down below.
Do you think maybe it means like the bottom of the river or something?
I was about to say under the water. That
Urgash
doesn't...
was like description was like aquatic, right? Or like he looked like he was. Is that what you said, Michael? Okay.
Aquatic.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, below. Yeah, I think Urgash is.
Well, if you want to check it out, I have a nifty new thing. I could let all of us breathe underwater. You could go have a swim.
I'd
I'll
rather
just
not swim
sink.
with big leeches.
I would also rather not swim. But if we have to, then so be it.
Turn us into some killer whales. I'll own that bitch. I mean,
Let's go to the coastline. Let's try this first. I'm a ritual
Alright.
cast.
We
water
could-
breathing.
We could follow the compass until it... We could meet Nightwing wherever they're going.
go for round 3 with that bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we do, we should make a solid decision sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
Or what our choices is, like, try to deal with Ugash, explore the area below us and the water, or potentially follow the compass at Nightwing to wherever they're going.
Or we just go around the towers and collect all the orbs.
That's an option too. Also, out of character, I'm kind of mad that it took me a minute to notice. It's just like northwest, south, and east. I was just so mad when I figured that out.
Pretty good. What were the towers we hit? It was just
We only
north-
hit North Strata.
north. Yeah. All right. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
Last time I made a decision, we had to rob a dude for his phone. So I mean, I'll let you
That
guys
was
get this one.
That was more of a party decision, but you were definitely for it.
I was very vocal about the clock.
Yeah. I'm fine with the towers, to be honest.
All right.
I personally, like, as character, Maestro is more interested in, like, maybe if there's more golems, and if we don't have to destroy them, he could probably get more shit to upgrade the Ishtar with.
Did Farok say out loud that the stone was complete or not?
Nope.
Farok,
Told me that it looked down.
Is your stone finished?
I kind of get the sense, yeah. That was right. You know, after Kyler was talking about it being complete, I was thinking about it, and that's when I kind of got that sense that something was watching us. But I also got the sense that it was completed.
If it's complete, then I'd say we have nothing to really worry about right now. But if it's not, then maybe that's what they're headed for, which could be a bad thing. So
Yeah.
Well,
just putting that out there.
I don't think they have any way of tracking it. If there is another piece,
No.
That's true, but it's up to you guys. I'll go
Is it-
wherever.
It's at the
Just-
tower.
we'll probably run into Grugash over at the tower. Last we saw, remember he patrols.
Yep. Best case scenario, he's vulnerable. Worst
Or we
case
could-
scenario, this is it.
Or we could listen to the stone. Did you always listen to the stone or no?
It only reached out to me once personally. Otherwise, I tried reaching out to it, but just told me to use it against Etherin the first time. Wait.
It's gonna be like, magic stone. Do we go to the tower or do we go in the river?
Nothing comes to you.
Wait, didn't Guriash say something about the stones having certain effects over... What was it? He said something about what they can do.
You can't be tracked with that.
Yeah, divination.
Was that it?
Yeah. I mean, he did say that. I don't know if it's what you're thinking of, but he did say that.
I don't know. That was a very stressful conversation. He also wasn't giving me too much to work with. Kind of broke my sword too.
I kind
Well-
of feel like we should at least just check out the bottom of the river, and we could always come back up and go to the tower.
Sounds good. I mean, we're right here, so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You going into the river?
Right, ritual spell.
How fast moving is this river?
There's a decent current. It'll about one round worth. It'll move you 10 feet down river.
Downriver, okay.
Could we tie like weights to our feet?
To like sink down?
I mean, you
I mean,
could.
I think my weight should be
That's-
enough to sink down.
Even if you
Yeah, we
sink
have
down,
a lot of gold on us.
even if you sink down, you'll still have a current impacting
Yeah.
you. So, obviously, it won't impact you as positively, but there'll still be an effect pushing you even when you get to the bottom.
Sure.
I don't know what weights you would think about. All that gold, maybe. Bring it out. All right. It's fine. So, use water breathing to do. Imagine that you're trying to do the best you can, staying away from the leeches that are underneath you.
Yeah.
Navigating through the trees, down the roots a little bit. We don't have to do any skill checks or anything. You get to the embankment of the river as it kind of sloshes down, and it just kind of falls. The earth just goes in. There's multiple trees that are somewhat protruding from the water itself, right? So you get to see branches and different twigs and things that are coming outwards of the fast-moving Farron River in front of you. The distance you can see through the fog is slightly being pushed and cleared by the actual effect of the water moving. You can see on the other side of the river appears to be a kind of a little bit of a blackish tower as it extends upwards. Not nearly as tall as the other towers that are surrounding the towers of Masatra. This one also much smaller. And it kind of is sitting above, and you're noticing other shadows moving in the actual fog, as well as ruined pieces of buildings and structures that kind of spans. And it's a great distance from the north side of the embankment on the other side and the south side of the embankment on the other side. And that's suggesting that great kind of Thixia place, that this is the ruins of that was kind of told by Paxina. You begin to kind of slide downwards through the thick in the mud, getting into the water. As you kind of hits you, it's really cold. It's mountain runoff in most of it, anyways. When it gets to this point, it's much warmer than some of the tributaries that feed it. It's definitely not going to be something that's going to impact you negatively, but the sensation of cold is there. As you begin to kind of walk, moving through the mud and thick bottom here, you get to bits and pieces of rock, other sorts of vegetation, and enter into an ecosystem all on its own, as the water that flows through here seems to be relatively uncorrupted. And right, this is moving water. It's fed from mountains outside sources it's coming to, and has yet to be fully corrupted in that way. There's fish moving about you, and you get to where you imagine is the bottom of this river. You're a great many dozens of feet below. You can see the surface above as it's moving. One of the things right now is you're breathing the actual water here. Imagine there's gills probably forming at your necks from this potential spell. For rocks, you don't need this spell, as the gills form naturally on your actual neck, resembling that of dragon scale as they formed outwards of black on your neck.
Ooh.
Down at the bottom, you begin to survey the situation. I need everyone to roll perception checks at disadvantage for the conditions.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be great.
What do you press to roll at disadvantage?
Son of a
Hold
bitch.
down control.
Thank you.
18 and then a 1.
Sounds good.
I'm so sad. That's still good, but
Jeez.
Just take the first one,
oh my gosh.
which is 17 plus 11. Yeah,
17.
So it's still 28.
Yeah, so we have 17, so 20. Yeah, so it's still pretty high there. So you're looking through, and the conditions of visibility are horrible as it's all this muck is being kicked up. You're noticing that there is bits and pieces of stone that is bricked and worked, and it's littering the floor. And as you begin to move further across the actual river, the more it increases, and the more the land actually is being raised at a dramatic rate, suggesting that this side of the embankment, the other side, the southern side here, actually caved in and is part of this Styxian place at one point. And you're having an idea that there is a mixture of elements about as you're trudging through, and you're having to kind of move over things and through things now, as trees are also there beginning to form, and you continue. And at this point, you're about a dozen feet away from actually reaching the surface, and taking a great time as well. How long does the spell last?
About
24 hours. Yeah, a long time. You imagine you've been underwater at this point for, I would say, an hour to 2 hours, right? Going through conditioned visibility and searching through, kind of trying to, I would imagine also staying close, not wanting to lose sight of one another at this point. And how much distance you've had to gone south, right, from this movement, as well as the force of current being pushed upon you. Mm-hmm. Any further travel within the water will be providing exhaustion, as you have been doing this for quite some time and have not found any sort of thing that would resemble an entrance into a possible dragon's lair.
Okay.
I love how this is like a shower right now. The sound of this. It's great.
Huh. Which way's the current flowing?
Current is flowing to the south, right? It's going outwards towards the bay.
Oh, well, I kind of give a shrug and be like, just, should we surface?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You surface, continue on that embankment rising up. Give me 1 second. So as you begin to reemerge, right, you come onto the edge of this embankment, and immediately you're pressed by this large area to the north and to the south of these ruined sorts of structures and walls that have been toppled over, suddenly overgrown in deep grass and other vines, and there's mushrooms protruding outwards and blossoming. There's roads cobbled as they are, kind of lined as well with some brick, almost as if there was a sidewalk at one point, and they're extending into the water. As you begin to kind of move further onto land, getting away from the actual river, this is where you are currently at. Sorry, Sage, your internet. This might take a while. But you will get there. I swear you will.
Can I dry myself with prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Does that count as cleaning? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't like being wet.
Mysterious Grotto. I want to try that music out. This is the vibe.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm liking this one a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Might get weird, though. We'll find out.
Yeah, it could turn into something totally different.
Good. It's getting louder, so it turned out. Oh. Okay. So, currently, this place seems to be a once fortified area. It seems to have a mile-wide radius and encompasses, right now, from what you can tell as you look around, somewhat of a central part of this place, considering that some of it on the side that you've entered in has actually fell into the water. It's been destroyed. It's now ruined and overgrown. It's a fraction of its past greatness. If it weren't for this tower residing some distance to the east from you, this place would be long forgotten, overgrown, ruined. Debris, rubble, clung under large mats of tall grass, growing to near 6 to 8 feet tall. Mushrooms, they sit in the dark cracks of the ruined stone walls, spewing their spores freely. The moss-covered rock roads are visible and have yet to be overgrown thanks to the sidewalks that are buried in the grass, moss, and dirt. Lamps stand about 10 to 12 feet in height and are rusted, not glowing any longer. Whatever candle was burning in them has long ended. Unpausing.
Huh.
Maestro nudge. Where's that thing pointing to?
Stop reading my mind because I was definitely gonna check. I'm gonna give the compass a look.
Compass seems to be pointing towards the tower, center of what I refer to this as a citadel.
Okay.
I'll look at Linus. Linus, can you give me a scout of the area? Just tell me if you see anything.
Yes, Major. Me.
Flies up.
I'll let them know that the compass is pointing directly towards the tower of the citadel.
Aika, how's everything look in the spyglass?
Oh, looking at.
Hey, give me your roll.
Bonk.
24. So as you look into the spyglass, you see Linus flying here. I'm going to go ahead and put an elevation of Linus's flight, currently 60 feet in the air, flying, just giving a brief thing. You see the Nightwing in flight, currently invisible. Put it onto the map, headed for Linus,
great.
flying at a similar elevation. There's a figure on the back, moving at a quickened pace. Both creatures are invisible. I'll go ahead and put the effect onto them real quick. Just moving them. Let's see if I can put on a both here.
That's why guy's really fucking useful.
I'm gonna. Can I temporarily dismiss him?
You can.
Yeah, I'll dismiss him before he gets obliterated.
I'll go ahead and remove it from the board. You disappear. With that, you
Good
see
job,
they're
Jared.
flying, continue to fly. Seems almost they're doing a pass as they fly over. Continue to track them with the spyglass, but as they do, they drop down, dipping underneath some of the large stone walling. As it does, as your position, you actually technically cannot see them in the spot. I've removed them visibility from the board.
The Nightwing is here, with whatever was riding it.
All right.
Upon hearing that, I'm gonna bring Ishtar out.
And I'll bring Linus back. Back in
And
here.
it can see invisible creatures, right? The
No,
Nightwing can.
it can echolocate.
Yes.
It can't see. It can perceive them in a different way, yes. But if you're far enough away, you can't notice you.
So which way did I see the Nightwing go?
To our right,
Tyler.
I believe.
As you begin to walk, there is a creature
Oh, no.
just on the other
No.
side. It seems to resemble that of a bat, ruined and decayed, and several undead as it reaches itself, turning as it's cocking its head towards you as you come around the corner. I need you and everyone else to roll initiatives.
Oh.
That's some type of Ishtar.
Hugging that fucking wall for a reason too. I was gonna peek around the corner. I was like, I got a feeling. I
You
was like,
both
"There's
peek around the corner at the same
both-
time.
oh,
Like, this is awkward.
Sweet Jesus.
Good news, you're not getting haste until the end of the round.
Good news. I rolled a 21. Hell yeah.
I rolled a nat 1.
Hey, I did
Hey,
last time.
hey,
That's
hey.
good.
I'm the end of the round right now.
Oh shit.
I didn't roll
Damn,
that
I've
one.
rolled top of the round twice in a row. This is a good roll day for me. Holy shit. I've rolled like a bunch of nat 20.
Yeah, it's a 19. And what the rogue doesn't the rogue get like a bunch of extra? Or that's just dexterity.
I don't
It's
even
just
know.
dexterity.
Man.
I'm assuming you have a +4 to your dex.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's why. Rogues are always fucking getting in there first.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
yeah.
barbarians actually have an advantage on initiative for a certain type of wave. I'm not
No,
sure.
they do get advantage at some point, but I also think there's even some classes for the rogue where like they get like +5 modifier on it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Swashbuckler can do that. They can add their charisma mod, I believe.
That's what I
I
played.
loved playing Swashbuckler.
Rangers can do that too for Gloomstalker, and I think
Oh,
they have
don't try to
another
make the
class.
Rangers relevant.
Damn.
No.
So I'm gauging the time currently right now. We are at
Yeah.
10:45. We're going to be going into some decent combat that can last a good chunk of time. Given that this is already a pretty late group, I don't want to press you any further into the night into combat. I don't want to pause. If you're willing, we can always start earlier next week, right? Get some extra time in if you all would like to compensate for ending it a little bit short.
That sounds fine.
If you guys want.
Yeah.
I don't
I
mind
mean,
either way.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
yeah. I
I'm-
can stay up later, or we can do it
I'm
earlier
in
next.
Eastern time zone, so it's 1:45 a.m.
Yeah.
right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
I
the
mean,
same
I'm
boat.
a night owl though, so I'd be awake anyways.
Yeah,
I
no,
work night shift, so
this combat, given how you all are in combat, this combat could easily take
Yeah.
like another 40 minutes of time.
Yeah.
So
Probably best to end it for that.
yeah.
that could put us into some time. So we'll talk about, put it in general chat. We'll put out the feelers, right, starting early next week. We get some extra time in. just to kind of end as far as this session here, kind of giving maybe some, cliffhanger-ish. The creature that is unfurled is a large-sized creature, and it does resemble that in the Nightwing in its appearance here, Kyler. Now, something else that's different about it is that it's undead. It's still like a bat. It's just like a large bat, and then there's no shadowy mist and other things. As you all roll initiatives, what can be heard is large amounts of heavy footsteps thumping into the ground, coming from the east, coming in the direction of the tower, coming direct towards you all, marching almost down the streets. Visibility at that distance with the fog is too great, but you can see the shadows beginning to emerge, large, hulking figures marching towards you all.
Yeah.
So that is where we're going to go and end it. Anybody have any questions?
No.
No.
Head and
Don't feel bad about King Monk.
yeah, you all need
really-
to have some serious retrospect here about what happened
could've
with
been a
the
lot
monk.
worse.
My
monks.
retrospect is that we tried to do something, it went bad, I took advantage of it.
I feel
I made
bad
him a
for
new
giving you all
crown.
experience. I got to give you all experience for this.
We
Well,
got
man,
the
poor
stone.
man.
We didn't kill him, right? It could have been worse.
Definitely.
I don't know. Maybe we
Okay.
left him with a fate worse than death.
I
Being
mean,
very
Kyler's
sad.
not
So
broken his
sad.
legs.
That'll be fine.
So sad.
He'll
He'll
thrive
live.
in the new market.
End of the campaign comes up and the entire Mukluk army is after us.
Honestly,
I mean, at
we
that
deserve
point,
it.
you're just gonna cast like a meteor on them.
Yeah, like
Yeah, like, get out of here.
Kyler's just gonna go spinning through them. Like, who knows what weapons we can get or something? You know what I mean? Like,
God.
if like 11 damage is killing them, then
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Kyler swings his axe once, there's like 10 heads just roll.
That is one of the abilities I think for the Battle Master. Or no?
So I calculate up to
Okay.
1,883 experience each. Should put you at 44,788 experience total. So ever closer to the next level. Slowly on track here. I'm sure this fight is probably going to push that over that. So,
Ooh.
yeah. I'll probably do that for Gabe's as well here. I'll put that in.
Should have just
Yeah.
kept the fucking
Oh,
thing
Oh,
you
so
probably given
speaking
us.
of Gabe, so we finally have a pretty solid date. I think it's going to be May 24th that he ends up moving here. And he's going to be moving literally across the country. He lives in California and I live in Georgia. So there might be like a week there that we don't play. Maybe, I'm not sure for sure,
Okay. That's fine. Just let me know.
but yeah, we should be good though. Since last session we made it work with the internet, and then in June we're gonna be moving into the whole house and get good internet. The internet problems should be gone forever.
It will forever be in the past.
Can't wait.
Dang, he missed the
I'm more excited
entirety
for
of the
internet
Mukluk.
than Gabe. He's gonna be so sad.
Gabe will be very sad.
I'm gonna ask Gabe was taking swings at fairies. He probably would have killed King Monk.
Yeah, Gabe was. Yeah, Tenzin would probably be killing a lot of bullets.
Tenzin would. Gabe would be very sad. Gabe,
Could always go back.
we're big frog lovers.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You can always go back, and then when you do that, you just said, "This is our
Go back
friend
to
Tenzin. He
Yeah.
didn't get enough of the spoils."
He's here to take everything else.
Piece
be
of the
into
action.
that. Tenzin would like that.
Before I figured I'll put Trisha down here.
Oh yeah, Trisha.
Oh yeah.
Just to make sure.
Trisha doesn't need to know about what we did to King Muck.
You're right.
Tenzin
right.
was
No one
babysitting her
say-
outside.
Anything to Gabe. Just say everything went great. Nothing bad happened. King Muck is
Quality.
alive. King Muck was great. We got what we
Tyler, why do you
needed.
have a
and we
crown
got
of spoons and forks?
out.
Wait.
Where did that come from?
I made it in arts and crafts.
If you
We had an arts and crafts class.
if you are watching us, thanks so much. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. We'll start probably earlier, 15 minutes or so. Figure it out. Yeah, thanks so much. We'll be back. Cool.
Thanks.
All right. Bye. If you're watching.
Woo.